live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on FingerLakes1.com is brought to you thanks to the support of Generations Bank, Bill Cram Chevrolet, Little John Orthodontic, Marshall Exteriors, It's a Wonderful Run 5K, Ticino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, Finger Lakes Partner Insurance, Brad Van Dusen Photography, Penny's Place Family Restaurant, Stever's Garage, the Omen Theater, Red's Place, Wilson Press, Connor's Diner, the Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings, the Downtown Deli, FingerLakes1.com digital marketing.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome inside the Blue Cross Arena, Rochester, New York. Site of tonight's Section 5 Class C2 championship game between the Lyons Lions and the Red Jacket Indians. Good evening, everybody. I'm Jim Sinicropi, sitting alongside Rhett Ticconi for FingerLakes1.com. Kicking off championship weekend on FL1 Sports with the first of two games tonight on this broadcast. Over on FL1 Radio 2, it will be the Mid-Lake Screaming Eagles taking on Avon as the Lady Screaming Eagles go for two straight sectional titles. Later tonight here at the Blue Cross, we'll have Marcus Whitman against CG Finney. Tomorrow morning, bright and early, we're calling it Breakfast for Champions. Newark's here at 9 a.m.
You staying up here tonight?
Yeah, we probably should. 9 a.m. tomorrow. We'll probably come on there about 8:45. Newark Reds take on the Greece Odyssey Leopards in Class B1, and then the South Seneca Lady Falcons at 11 a.m. will be at Victor High School going for their fourth straight sectional title. So
that's early.
Let's get right to it, Rhett.
Yeah.
The game that's
here
about to start here in about 10, 15 minutes here is the Class C1 championship or C2 championship game. Lyons Lions against the Red Jacket Indians, and it's got the type of feel of Villanova, Georgetown, Princeton, Georgetown.
Yeah. No doubt.
It would be a big-time upset if the Red Jacket Indians, second place in the Finger Lakes West, could pull the upset tonight and prevent Lions from winning their second straight sectional title in what would be the 19th in school history.
Yeah, 19th in school history.
And Rhett's has his name on banner in the Atwood from 1989, a state championship.
89-90, we got the state championship and then another sectional. But, tonight I think it's just one of those things where it's a tale of two different teams. Lions comes in. They expected to be in this game. Last year a little bit different. I don't know if people were really expecting them to win the championship last year, and that might have been a little bit of a surprise. Red Jacket, not just happy to be here, but I don't know if before the season started they were saying we're going to be in the big house for the final.
Yeah, similar to the way Honeyoy made a run in Class D last year before ultimately losing to a Wayne County team in Clyde Savannah.
Yes, absolutely. So the expectations all season for Lions, as you know, we've talked about, are very high. This is not where they expect to end their season, that's for sure. Red Jacket, they're just coming in here and they can put their best foot forward, good game plan, and see what happens. Just like you said, Villanova, Georgetown, anything can happen in basketball. So we'll see what's in store for tonight.
Yeah, and the one thing that does set the stage for a potential upset would be just the venue. It's a big court. It's cavernous. Sometimes it's difficult to shoot in here. It's just so different than every game these kids play all season long.
Absolutely.
And certainly a huge difference from the Atwood Gymnasium.
No question. Now, Coach Schott's team is all about pressure. All about pressure, and they do it from the opening tip all the way to the end of the game. And but on that court, much smaller, they can cover so much more ground. They are going to have a lot of space to cover tonight, and we'll get into that a little bit in a minute. But definitely different for them as far as the confines of the Atwood Gym at home in Lyons.
Now, with that being said, Lyons is familiar with this venue where Red Jacket isn't.
Correct.
Lions defeated Perry last season in the C2 final, 58-53 before losing to North Star Christian in the Class C qualifier. And Justice Smith had 33 points, 21 of them in the second half in that sectional title victory for the Lions. Also pulled down 10 rebounds and had 3 assists. He was 4 of 8 from 3, 9 of 11 from the free throw line. So the Lions actually are experienced and comfortable here.
Sure.
It was Zach Young was the head
Yep.
coach last year. This year it's Dean Schott,
Yep.
and they haven't missed a beat. Dean was
Nope.
with the program throughout as a JV and assistant
Yep.
to Zach for that title run last year and for several years. So it really was a perfect transition as
Yeah.
Zach took over as athletic director at Weedsport this
Yeah,
year.
Coach Schott's very familiar with this roster. He's come up with them since they were playing rec ball.
And a former teammate of yours on that team we were talking about
Yep,
in '89.
Absolutely. And so he knows, he knew what he was getting. He knows how he wanted to play with these guys. And, again, they haven't missed a beat. I think I was in the gym for the quarterfinal game, and I think his name's on more banners up there than anybody's because he's been an assistant coach for a good number of years as well. So, he's no stranger to this building, to this floor.
And it was during Lions' semifinal victory at Pittsford Sutherland 3 days ago, 98-65 win over the same Perry Yellow Jackets team that they beat here in the Blue Cross last year, that Justice actually surpassed his head coach Dean Schott's all-time scoring mark for Lions.
Yeah, absolutely. It was good a coach to the coach of any team, right, controls who's on the floor and how many opportunities they get. So it was good that Coach Schott, obviously it was going to happen sooner or later, and we joked a little bit about it after the game. But he passed Coach Schott. I think had 1,903 points. So this is a few more games here. If that happens, is well on his way to 2,000 if he can.
88 points away.
Yeah, get a few more games.
And I don't think even Coach Schott could stop Justice at this point.
No.
He's just become a phenomenal force.
Yep.
Rounding out his high school career here, every game could be the last at this point. Of course, we mentioned we expect them to go beyond. If they do win tonight, they would face the winner of our next game in the Class C first round of the play-in because there's three C teams that will be vying for a spot in the state tournament, and that game will be on Monday night, and you'll be able to listen to that game live on FingerLakes1.com as well. So a good time to tell you that this special presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes postseason high school basketball is brought to you by Marquee Exhibits, your nationwide custom rental trade show booth solution provider. Marquee Exhibits handles all of your trade show and special event needs, including booth design, custom build, custom rental, graphic design, setup, tear down, shipping, and logistics. With offices in Las Vegas, Chicago, D.C., and New York, Marquee Exhibits is everywhere you need to be to coordinate your next trade show or special event. Visit www.marqueeexhibits.com. That's MARQUIS exhibits.com. Or call Joe Helgato today at 585-370-6649 for a no-cost, no-obligation trade show review today, and leave your mark. So we got about 1 minute, 10 seconds on the pregame clock here at the Blue Cross Arena. My broadcast partner, Rhett Ticconi, and I are high above the court in the broadcast booth at the Blue Cross Arena. As you hear the 1 minute horn as the players head back to their bench. It's a cavernous arena, plenty of empty seats. It takes a lot to fill it up, but the Lions fans are across the way, opposite us, behind the player benches. In front of us, just directly below us, the Red Jacket student section and parents and fans. More people will be pouring into the gymnasium, for the next game, Marcus Whitman and C.G. Finney. The first game tonight, which was contested, tipped off at 5 o'clock, the C3 championship, Cal Mum defeated York 57-46. So that Cal Mum, the first boys team to raise a sectional block and bring it back to their school earlier tonight. And when it does get to the C play-in playoffs, Cal Mum will await the winner of Monday's first round of that C play-in tournament.
Right, and that's based on sectional points. When you have the three different brackets, the team with the highest, and they had one loss, I believe, so they edged out Lions for the number one in that, if that's were to come to pass.
So players are now lining up on either foul line, getting ready for the opening announcements and the national anthem. And again, we're here every year for the past several years. As Steve Veeder, Lions athletic director, also out to midcourt, also a Section 5 official for this great tournament that really takes a tremendous effort to put on.
They do a great job here at Section 5. See some of the other sections around the state and Syracuse has the dome, and this has been a staple for the Section 5 is playing all your championships at the Blue Cross. I know they went away from it for a couple of years there where some of the teams weren't, but it's great that they've brought all the teams back in here,
including
the finals.
Including the D schools.
Absolutely. So they're much deserved. A lot of hard work goes into this for all these schools.
So we're getting ready for the national anthem. So what we're going to do now is just waiting to see if there's a live national anthem performance. I don't believe there is, so we're going to step aside for about, actually it is. Yeah, the Lions cheerleaders are about to perform the national anthem. Excellent rendition of the national anthem. Unfortunately, I don't have that young lady's name, but she did a phenomenal job. And now both teams meeting at half court for a handshake. Nice display of sportsmanship here before we get underway. Again, I'm Jim Sinicropi alongside Rhett Ticconi here at the Blue Cross Arena. And we talked a little bit about Lions, Justice Smith, but it's not only Justice. Tootie Smith, his younger brother, just a sophomore, has really emerged as one of the stronger offensive players in the Wayne Finger Lakes leagues.
Yeah, he had probably one of his best games ever in the semifinal. He matched Justice point for point. He had 28 points the other night in his highest scoring game as a Lions varsity player.
Talked to their father today, and he said that Justin Smith, Tootie, wants to outshine Justice here, maybe grab MVP honors for this tournament.
Hey, if that happens, that'd be a good issue to have in that household. And I think really big things are coming for him, just like his brother. He's kind of on the same trajectory that his brother was. I remember seeing his brother play as a freshman and how much better he's gotten every year. And Tootie has gone the same route, and he's just going to be really hard to stop inside. His size allows him to just get pretty much any shot he wants in the paint. He's not as good a three-point shooter yet as Justice, but he's working on that as well, and I think it's going to be tough for any team to control him in the paint.
And then you have David Weaver, a 6'2" senior, a little unorthodox looking shot, but he's probably the best three-point shooter maybe in the Wayne County leagues. Benji Kemp, junior center, missed some time early with an injury. Full health now, junior, providing a lot of rebounding prowess. Aaron Romero has really emerged this year. Senior guard is one of the better rebounders of the team despite a wiry frame.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, one thing too, with Benji kind of came out, his coming out party was last year in the championship game.
Yep.
But then I think, Aaron being a senior, but I think you're going to see a lot from him. His defense up front on that press, he's just so quick to the ball where he can get quick steals for like two-step layups. It's very impressive the job he's done for them as well.
And then you have sophomores like Amir James, Horace Betts, and then these guys are the future. Next year, going to really step up and take a bigger role when Justice graduates. And you have a nephew in the game too, Rhett, Hunter Bastian.
Oh yeah, Hunter Bastian, and his younger brother got moved up for sectionals too. So both my nephews are on the court. So a lot of connections to Lions. But
Red Jacket now second place in the Finger Lakes West. They're 17-6 overall, went 11-4 in the league. Of course, Marcus Whitman going undefeated in that league. And again, they're playing in the game following this one that you'll hear live on FingerLakes1.com.
Right.
Red Jacket comes in with 5 straight wins. And really, there's a big 3 for Red Jacket that make things go. Matt Record.
Yep.
He's a 6'1 junior. Chase Rizzo, another junior, 6'3, and then Travis Hill, who had a big semifinal game at 6'3, also a junior. So the future's bright for this Red Jacket team, but maybe the future's now. I'm sure they're hoping the future's now.
Absolutely. I don't think they're going to settle for anything less than winning this game. And you know, their core is kind of right tweeners, right? They're about ready to make their burst onto the scene, so to speak. And Record, I was at the game on Wednesday, the other semifinal game. Record is very poised. He's going to be a really good player. He's already a really good shooter. Rizzo's very athletic, can get his own shot, get to the basket. And Travis Hill down low was a lot of problems for Alexander on Wednesday night.
And Travis Hill has his right arm wrapped up pretty tightly, like he was favoring a little bit pregame injuries. He is a lefty, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. And that's it's unfortunate if he's not at full strength, because they're going to need about everything they can get here tonight. As starting lineups announced for Lions, it's Justice Smith, David Weaver, Justin Smith, Benji Kemp, and is it Romero or James?
I think they've been going with Horace Betts.
Yeah, Horace Betts, okay. And then both teams huddled up now on the court. And if you haven't been to the Blue Cross Arena, it's a hockey rink. The court's in the middle of the hockey rink. I've been here in years past where they had the glass down. The glass is up. That creates kind of a barrier between the fans and the court.
Right.
Atmosphere-wise, it isn't necessarily the best place for a high school basketball game, but it's a treat for the players to come play here.
I think that's the most important thing for having these games. The Blue Cross is actually the players. You know, like you said, it's a little bit cavernous when, you know, most of both towns are here, but it still feels a little empty. I always wondered, coming here every year for this, is why they don't just seat everybody down low until they need the seats above it. You know, get everybody down close to each other, make it be a lot noisier, be a lot better effect.
Anyway, the game's underway. Tip goes to Lions. They're moving from our right to left, and the first shot attempt by Tootie Smith is blocked from behind by Travis Hill, and Red Jacket takes over.
He got caught up there a little bit underneath the basket.
Adam Boris kicks it to the wing for a three-point attempt from Rizzo. It's off the mark, and now here comes Justice Smith. He pulls up from the three-point arc, and it's nothing but the bottom of the net. Super smooth, super confident, and it's 3-0 Lions.
And already the press is on. Tootie Smith knocks the ball out of Red Jacket's hands and gets it into his brother's hands.
And now Justice Smith up to Weaver. He's left wide open on the window. Weaver knocks it down. 6-0 early Lions. Justice Smith wasn't necessarily open, but he shot it over the defender. Weaver was left wide open. Quickly the other way, they break the press. Here comes Red Jacket. Into the paint is Chase Rizzo. He's denied by Justice, backs it back out, and kicks it to Hunter Fitzpatrick, who tried to pass it inside, and we have a kick basketball. The inbound underneath the basket to our right. Red Jacket in their road reds. White stripe down the side, white lettering on the front. The Lyons in their home whites is a three ball on the way from the corner, and that one goes down.
They caught Lions sleeping a little bit on that inbounds play, and I got a quick catch and shoot for the three.
That was Chase Rizzo. Now Justice Smith pulls up for three from the wing, and he knocks it down. And Justice Smith might get the 88 points he needs to break 2,000 tonight at this pace.
Well, he's right where he left off last year in the championship game.
And coming the other way and beating the press easily, it's Travis Hill laying it up with the left hand. And Red Jacket not backing down. They're down 9-5 here, 6:32 to go first period. And now Justice Smith thought about another three-pointer. He passes it back and forth to Horace Betts, and now it's on the way from Justice. Mark it down. 1, 2, 3 is Justice. Points to the court, says, "This is my house."
He was well beyond the NBA three-point line for that one.
Now a pump fake and a drive through the rain on the right side, and rimming out is a layup attempt from Matt Record, rebounded by Justice Smith. Smith now top of the key, NBA three-pointer. Oh, it's off the left rim and off.
Little heat check on that one.
So he's 3 from 4 from long range right now. And quickly the other way, Red Jacket breaks the press, and they work a little inside out. Travis Hill now working inside, shoots with that wrapped hand on the right, but it was partially blocked. Now Justice way up ahead to Horace Betts. He lays it off the rim, no good, but he's fouled by Matt Record. And I'll tell you what, Rhett, this is a fast-paced game back and forth here. Red Jacket not afraid to push up the tempo.
Yeah, they're taking it at them. There's no issues with them being nervous, it seems. They got a good three on the corner, and they've taken it to the paint twice.
Just the first foul on Record. Betts goes to the free throw line wearing the hot pink sneaks, and he knocks down the first free throw.
And, this court being so big will definitely pick the pace up, and I don't know if that's something that Red Jacket wants to get into, though.
Second free throw from Betts, rims off and rebounded by Red Jacket. It's 13-5. Lions lead, 5:34 to go first period. As Lions in a 2-3 zone, and a little alley-oop up over the top into the hands of Chase Rizzo, who finishes while catching the pass in the air. Shot it up before it went down. Pretty play, 13-7 now. And here comes Lions. Weaver thought about a corner three. Back out to the top of the key to Justice Smith. Reverses it to his brother Tootie, who probes the baseline. Drives through two Red Jacket defenders and misses point blank at the rim. But Benji Kemp gets the rebound, puts it up, and there's a foul. It looks like it'll be before the shot. And Lions will inbound underneath their own basket. That foul goes to Travis Hill, his first. And the inbound goes to Justice. Takes a dribble on the left block and lays it up between two Red Jacket defenders. Justice Smith, 11 points with 4:57 to go here in the first.
Yeah, the pace is definitely favoring Lions long term here.
Record misses a three from the right foul line extended, and here comes Lions back the other way. They lead by 8. Weaver in the corner for three. Nope, it's short and pulled in by Red Jacket. They throw it way up ahead to Matt Record, who goes in with the right hand. He was bothered by Tootie Smith. That was no good. The putback by Chase Rizzo was knocked off the rim by Justice. That's goaltending. And Chase Rizzo has 7 points here. 7 to Red Jackets, 9. It's 15-9 Lions.
It looks like Red Jackets going to try and run with Lions. They haven't, walked it up the floor at any point, and they're really looking to take it right back at them.
Now Horace Betts swings it near side to David Weaver. Again, the Lions moving from our right to left. As an alley-oop goes up to Betts. He collects it. Pump fakes. He's bumped. No call there. Late call. He misses a shot. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Might have had a bucket there if he went straight up with that.
So 15-9, 4:16 to go here, first period. I can remind you that Marshall Exteriors is your one-stop source for all your home's exterior needs. Check out their website at marshallexteriorsny.com as Betts rolls the first free throw attempt off the front of the rim, off the backboard, and in. And we got our first substitution of the game. It's Andrew Demore. He's just a JV call-up here, playing him in one of his first varsity games of the year, as Betts knocks down the second free throw. He has 3 points, all on three-pointers, and Red Jacket, against that full pressure, court pressure, beats it easily. It's Demore out to Record, up top to Borst, and now from the foul line back out to Record, who misses a wide-open three. Offensive rebound, though, missed, and then Justice tried to push it up court, but Borst blocked it. Now he squares up for three, and he misses, and Tootie Smith with the rebound. He's dribbling up the left side of the court. Crosses the timeline. Splits two defenders for Red Jacket. Euro step at the rim. Misses badly. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Lions.
I think one thing for Red Jacket, I think Coach Munn's going to want them to take a little bit, not quite as quick a shots as they did this last time down the floor. Spread it around, move the ball around, and find open spots in the Lions zone.
Way up top to Weaver. NBA three-pointer from the top of the key. Rims off the back iron. And it's collected, though, by Horace Best. Tries a bounce pass to Justice. Justice scrambles for it and steps on the baseline. It'll be Lions basketball. 17-9, 3:32 to go here, first period at the Blue Cross Arena. I'm Jim Sinicropi, sitting next to Rhett Ticconi, Lions class of 1989. 90. Oh, same as me, but you won the States in 89 as a junior.
Correct.
So here comes Record into the paint. Bounce pass out top. And now back into the lane it goes. Pull-up jumper from 10 feet is knocked down by Chase Rizzo. And Rizzo's got the hot hand for Red Jacket. He has 11 of he has 9 of Red Jacket's 11. Now Justice rises and fires from three. That one's off the back iron. but the offensive rebound pulled down by Tootie Smith. He misses. Rebound, Red Jacket up ahead. Red Jackets Records ahead of the pack. Justice Smith was coming in for the block, and Record a little too hard off the glass, misses. Here comes Lions the other way. David Weaver between the legs, leaves it for Justice. Justice crossover to the foul line, finds Kemp underneath, power dribble, right-handed layup off the glass and in for Benji Kemp.
Great vision by Smith there to find Benji underneath for the easy two.
19-11 Lions leads, 2:32 to go first period. Into the foul line it goes to Chase Rizzo. One dribble and back out to Borst, the point guard. Dribbling with the right hand, he swings it to in front of the Lions bench to Matt Record. Now into the paint it goes again to Andrew Demore, the JV call-up. He missed the shot, got his own rebound, and then was fouled by Horace Betts. He should be shooting 2 free throws here.
Red Jackets doing a good job this early first quarter to moving the ball on their motion offense. They're getting the ball right in the middle of the paint there for a couple good looks from about 10 feet. And that time, a long rebound went over Smith and Betts.
And Horace Betts whistled for the foul. Just the first foul of the game on the Lions. And we have substitutions here as Demore misses the first free throw.
Looks like we've got Romero and James in. Yeah.
Second free throw runs around and goes down, so it's 19-12 with 2:11 to go. They haven't posted that on the big scoreboard here at the Blue Cross yet. It did go in, didn't it?
Yeah, the second one did.
Yeah, they haven't posted it yet. Amir James in the corner for three, right in front of the Red Jacket bench. Fresh into the game, Amir James wearing the white headband knocks down the corner three, and it's raining threes for Lions here. Red Jacket tried to push it up. Bounce pass into the hands of David Weaver, though. Now Weaver finds James again from the exact same spot. That one goes off the backboard.
You like his confidence. He hit a couple in the semifinal game as well.
1:39 to go, 22-12. It still says 11 on the scoreboard here. Now Andrew Demore on the baseline drives against David Weaver, and we have a foul. Looks like they're going to pick up a Weaver on the block, so
any points they get from Amir James and Aaron Romero are bonus points, essentially. Those two come in the game. It's a lot for defense up at the front of the press. They really crank up the momentum.
Wow, Lions fell asleep on the inbound, and Rizzo had a wide open foul line jumper, but he missed it. Now coming the other way quickly is Justice Smith. A little finger roll of the right hand goes down. So, man, what a first quarter for Justice Smith with 1:20 to go. A little alley-oop again on the fast break. It was Matt Record to Chase Rizzo. Rizzo now into double digits with 11 points, 11 of Red Jackets' 14. And now Justice walking it up the right side. It's Justice Smith, Justin Smith, Amir James, David Weaver. And Justice pulls up, in and out from three. And Aaron Romero also on the floor for Lions. Here comes Red Jacket quickly the other way, and they're getting opportunities in the fast break, but they throw it away again. It's David Weaver, 3-on-1 situation. Bounce pass left side, Romero misses it. Chase Record rebounds. It was falling out of bounds behind the back pass to Borst. Borst now into the lane and into the wing for three for Mason Polat into the ball game. Just two, 24-16, foot on the line. 26 seconds left to go here in the period. 2-second differential between the shot and game clock. Justice gets it to Tootie Smith, his brother. Back out to Justice. Dribbling top of the key. Slings it in. Good look to Romero, but the shot is blocked. And here comes Red Jacket the other way. Up ahead. Pump fake and travel.
Got steps there.
That was Mason Polat. Again, just a freshman. Tootie Smith was going up for the block, and he tried to pump fake. He shuffled his feet. They'll go back to Lions with 8.2 seconds to go here. First period, they lead 24-16. Here comes Justice, 5-4, top of the key. Pulls up just inside the three-point line. That one's off the mark, and that will do it for the first period of play here in the Blue Cross. Lions comes out firing. Justice Smith lighting it up in the Blue Cross, but Red Jacket hanging tough. Some points of their own with 16. Your score after one, Lions 24, Indians 16. Keep it right here.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cramtastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
Welcome back inside the Blue Cross Arena, Rochester, New York. It's the Class C2 championship game here on Friday night. Jim Sinicropi alongside Rhett Ticconi. It's Red Jacket basketball moving from our left to right from our vantage point way atop the court, and they throw it away into the hands of Aaron Romero. He drives to the hoop, he hangs, he finishes, and he's fouled.
There you go. He's third time's a charm for Romero. He's had a couple steals and missed a couple layups, and he got that one to go and got the foul.
So that will be the first foul on Adam Borst.
Horace Betts coming back into the game for Weaver.
David Weaver taking a seat. And Romero trying to complete the three-point play, taking a couple dribbles, a couple spins. Shot up and down. Good job, Aaron Romero.
Here comes the full court press again.
Extends that lead to 27-16. 11-point lead for the Lions here. Second quarter just underway. They break the press. It's into the hands of Matt Record near side. Now gets it to the corner to chase Rizzo way up top to Boris. Boris finds Rizzo foul line. Now kicks it over to Mason Plot. And now a little 1-2 high-low pass. Tried to find Demori, but it's a turnover. Here comes Lions Justice Smith. Behind the back, top of the key. Way underneath to Romero. Lays it up. Great find by Justice Smith and a great finish by Romero. 29-16. Quickly the other way. Red Jacket. They tried to sling it baseline, but Justice got a hand on it. It's out of bounds in front of the Lions cheerleaders along the baseline here at the Blue Cross. Red Jacket has a ton of cheerleaders, probably tripling the number for Lions. They're on the opposite side at the end of the Red Jacket bench. Good crowd here from both schools as the inbounds pass goes to Record, and now he drives, pump fakes, hangs, almost throws it away. Jump ball? Yeah, jump ball.
Yeah, credit to Red Jacket for, I totally thought their game plan would be a little different than this. They're pushing the ball up the floor when they can, taking advantage of the bigger court, and occasionally have gotten it over the top of the Lions' pressure.
They're hanging around. It's a 13-point ball game here, 6:49 to go. Right side foul line extended is Justice picking up his dribble out top to his brother. He tried to split Red Jacket defenders and travel, and he's asking for a foul. Not going to get it. Three-man officiating crew here tonight, as in all sectional contests. And more full court pressure coming. And they break it, and they sling it baseline to Demori. The JV call up, but he's blocked at the rim by Justice, and he gets his own rebound. He's blocked again by Justice. Now Betts up ahead to Romero, bounce pass to James. James hangs, can't finish, gets his own rebound, and now steps out to the corner for three, and they're calling a travel on Amir James. Just shuffled his feet a little, it looked like.
I think the pass, good idea by Romero, but he might have been better off taking that to the hole himself there, a little late on the pass.
More full court pressure from the Lions. Not any trouble breaking it, but they're getting contested at the rim as that shot missed, and now Amir James beats everybody down court, but he has the shot blocked by Hill from behind, and we have a whistle.
I feel like that one was a little late too, huh?
Yeah, they're going to get Lions after the rebound by Red Jacket.
Oh, okay.
And the foul is going to be on Amir James.
You know, Red Jacket's breaking their press essentially. However,
they're not getting many turnovers.
Yeah, the turnovers, and Lions getting runouts at the other end.
And they break it again pretty easily, and now they got a 3-on-2 situation, but they do pull it out as Tootie Smith takes a seat. Benji Kemp checks in. Ball in the corner in front of the Lions. Betts gets reversed to the top of the key. Now back out to the far side foul line extended, and they tried to sling it across court. It was almost stolen by Horace Betts, who goes flying over the chairs in the front row and onto the concrete floor. Actually, it wouldn't be concrete. It's whatever that material is they put over the ice during the games, but he's okay. He's back up.
Great effort by him. It's good to see him back on his feet. That was quite a fall.
So it'll be Red Jacket basketball with 13 seconds to shoot. They're inbounding about 60 feet from their own basket. They throw it way up top to Record. Now it's Borst with it right side into the corner with 8 to shoot. Back up top to Record, and now a three-pointer from Mason Palat is no good. Almost went down, rattled in and out, and Lions quickly the other way. It's Justice up to Kemp. Shuffles it to Romero and now finds Justice on the baseline, pulls up for a jumper. It's an air ball, but rebounded and muscled up and in by Benji Bad Company Kemp. 31-16.
He's the X factor for Lions for sure. He's the hustle guy and does all the tough jobs.
Turnover Lions. Justice bounce pass right side to Xavier Reeves, who's in the ballgame, and Reeves missed the shot. Romero pulled it down. He got wrapped up with Hill, and it's a jump ball, and it looks like the struggle for that ball may have aggravated whatever's bothering Hill, forcing him to wear that bandage on the right hand. And so now it's Red Jacket ball on the change of possession, and they do break the press again. Now they have numbers. Baseline it goes. Reverse layup. Up and in by Chase Rizzo. He now has 13 points, and the lead's at 31-18. 4:46 to go, second period.
Great job by Rizzo getting behind the defense there and getting that easy reverse.
Justice Smith into the corner to James in front of Red Jacket coach Trevor Gage. Now it goes out to Horace Betts, who tries a three. That rims out, and the rebound pulled down by Rizzo. Here come the Indians. It's Boris picking up his dribble, getting it now to Record, who drives baseline. A little contact with Justice and a blocking foul on Justice, and of course Justice doesn't like it.
Yeah, I think that was a good call by the referee there. He stepped in to potentially take the charge, then he kind of turned his body as the guy went by and bumped him.
So just the first foul on Justice, fourth team foul on Lions. Comes with 4:21 to go here, second period. Inbound from Red Jacket, way up top, almost thrown by Betts. Instead, it's kicked to the corner. And a baseline drive from Boris, too hard off the glass, misses. Battles with two Lions and comes up with a rebound. And now here comes Record with a baseline jumper, and he's fouled, this time by Horace Betts. That should be the second foul on Horace Betts, and we got two free throws coming. Gives me a chance to tell you about Finger Lakes Partners Insurance for your life, home, auto, and future locations in Geneva, Victor, and Waterloo. Get a free quote online at fingerlakesinsurance.com.
Red Jacket's done a good job on the offensive glass tonight.
First free throw on the way is good.
If I were to guess, Jim, I think probably 10 to a dozen other points have come off of second chances on the offensive glass.
Yeah, they're breaking the press, and then they usually have a numbers advantage, and even when they miss a shot, there's usually one guy for Lions and two or three guys for Red Jacket to get the rebound. And Matt Record does knock down both free throws, so it's just an 11-point game right now with 4:01 to go. And now they're playing catch, Benji Kemp and Tootie Smith, and Benji Kemp had his foot on the line, so it'll go back to Red Jacket. It was 24-16 after the end of the first quarter. Lions extended it, but they're not really running away with it like many people thought they would.
Yeah, they look a little out of sorts occasionally. That turnover there was kind of just the two of them getting caught up at the baseline.
Some good passing for Red Jacket, leads to an open three attempt from Matt Record, but he misses into the hands of Benji Kemp. Hands off to Justice. Justice Smith now picks up his dribble top of the key, finds David Weaver far side. He kicks it back to Justice. Lions gets to work here. Benji Kemp comes up, sets a pick. Justice went up for the three, instead passes it underneath to Tootie Smith. And Justin Tootie Smith's on the board for the first time today. 33-20. Lions leads. Open three on the way for Red Jacket is knocked down. And that is Mason Polat. He now has 5. And the lead down to 10 with 3:06 to go in the second.
Red Jacket not going away, not worried about all the hype of the Lyons.
Now Justice probes the defense, drives baseline, tried to shuffle it to Weaver, stepped on the line, turnover. Back to Red Jacket, and if Red Jacket gets hot from outside, they haven't really gotten hot.
No.
They've missed a lot of open shots. Lions could be in for a little bit of trouble here.
Red Jackets moving the ball well. They're getting through the press
Easily. And there's another open attempt at the rim. And laid up and in. This time, it's Travis Hill. So Hill has 4. 33-25, lead down to 8. Tootie Smith drives left side. He's fouled, and he converts off the glass.
And there's that size we were talking about by Tootie. Really tough inside, and when he gets there, basically get any shot he wants. Muscled his way to the basket for the and one.
And that's the third foul on Travis Hill. One of the big 3 here for Red Jacket. And as Tootie Smith tries to convert on the 3-point play, his free throw shot is well short, but rebounded by Justice, and Justice Smith lays it up and in for his first points of this quarter. 37-25. 2:29 to go, and Justin Smith picks up the foul on record.
They got him for a little reach there. Again, Red Jacket got past the pressure. Tootie Smith reached in from the back.
So Travis Hill does take a seat for Red Jacket. It's Andrew DeMore, Mason Palat, Borst, Chase Rizzo, who rises and fires from the free throw line and misses, and Matt Record. Here comes Lions. Justice Smith down the right side of the court. Slings it up ahead to Romero. Romero tries to kick it back to Justice. Almost turns it over. Ends up top with Tootie Smith. He little runner off the glass from just inside the free throw line. Nifty shot by Justin Smith. He has 6 points in the second quarter. And Red Jacket tries to throw it over the top of the Lions press. It goes out of bounds. And we've got a timeout on the floor.
Credit to Red Jacket, pushing the ball up the floor, continuing to try and beat that press and get some easy shots.
Hey there, musical fans. Lions High School will be performing Mamma Mia next weekend, March 8th through 10th. You don't want to miss this one. All your favorite ABBA songs like Dancing Queen, Mamma Mia, and 25 more. Get your tickets from the box office Saturday until 1, nightly 6 to 8 at Dobbins Drugs. This is a good one, folks. Get out there and support the arts in our schools. Rumor has it, one of the Lions players on the court tonight will be singing and dancing in the show, and my guess is Benji Kemp.
That'd be good. I think he's got the personality for it.
I have no idea who's going to be singing and dancing in the show, but
I know my nephew's a key grip, I think, in the backstage.
So back on the court, Lions with the basketball, and Tootie Smith just turns it over, and now quickly the other way comes Red Jacket, and Matt Record hangs in the air. He's fouled by Benji Kemp, and that'll be the first on Kemp, but more free throws coming for Red Jacket. Again, it's 39-25. Lions leads by 14 with 1:47 to go here. First half of the Class C2 sectional title game at the Blue Cross Arena.
I think Lions have been a little more careless than Coach Schott would like them to be right now, and it's resulted in some uncharacteristic turnovers from them that have also in turn resulted in Red Jacket being able to get up the floor pretty quick for some easy opportunities.
So Matt Record now 3 for 3 from the line as he knocks down the first and rattles home the second. 4 points for Record, all from the charity stripe. With 1:45 to go in the half, it's 39-27. Lions leads Red Jacket. Justice Smith finds his brother on the left-hand side who drives and too hard off the glass. Rebound by Romero, but he turns it over. Here comes Red Jacket the other way. Tapped away by Justice into the hands of Weaver. Slips it back to Justice, who now drives the middle of the lane. Right-handed finger roll, no good, but he's fouled. And now Justice will shoot some free throws.
Yeah, he took matters in his own hands that time. Got into the paint, got to the stripe.
And that foul goes on Andrew DeMore, his first.
Looks like Bastion's going to come into the game for...
Now Hunter Bastion getting ready to check in. He's at the scorer's table at midcourt as Justice's first free throw is no good. And after that amazing 13-point first quarter, really Justice had 11 points in the first 2.5 minutes of the game. He only has 2 points now in the second quarter. 15 on the ball game as Bastion does check in for Romero.
Yep. Yeah, Justice, I think I'd like to see him take it a little bit more assertive and get to the basket himself.
Wow, way short on the second. Justice 0 for 2 from the line, 39-27. Red Jacket again with a chance to cut it to 10. It's Borst finding Record on the wing. He was open for a moment, and now they throw it away, but get it right back immediately, and now they have numbers. Three-pointer from Andrew DeMore from the corner's no good. Justice skies for the rebound, up ahead to Benji Kemp. In traffic, lays it in with the right hand. 6 points for Benji, 41-27. We're under 1 minute to go here in the first half of the Red Cross, or the Blue Cross.
Kemp did a good job running out there, and Justice found him.
Rizzo working the foul line against this Lions zone, and the ball tapped away by Justice into the hands of Kemp, gives it back to Smith, and now across the timeline comes Justice wearing those rec specs into the corner for David Weaver, right between the eyes. Second three-pointer for Weaver, 44-27. Shot clock's off. We're inside 30 seconds here in the second quarter. DeMore now in front of the Lions bench on the far side. Foul line extended up top to Borst. Into the foul line to Rizzo. Out to Record. Three ball on the way. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Matt Record. And
the Red Jackets hanging around.
7 points for Record. That was his first field goal. 2 seconds on the clock. Bastion for three. No. Off the side iron. No good. And after 2 periods of play here in this Section 5 Class C2 title game, it's the Lyons Lions 44, the Red Jacket Indians 30. We'll be right back with the Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime report. You're listening to Championship Weekend on FingerLakes1.com.
Check out Generations Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts with MyGen Perks. Visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Little John Orthodontics are proud to support our area high school athletes. Visit them online at littlejohnortho.com.
This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on FingerLakes1.com is made possible thanks to the support from Marshall Exteriors. Are you looking for a contractor to give you a new roof, siding, windows, or other exterior home project? Marshall Exteriors is your one-stop source for all of your home's exterior needs. Check out their website at marshallsexteriorsny.com, but don't forget they finish basements too. While you're talking with them, ask about their new Everlast Garage. This thing is amazing. It's a wonderful run 5K. It's a winter run like no other through the streets of Seneca Falls, the town that inspired Frank Capra's holiday classic, It's a Wonderful Life. Learn more and register at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, celebrating 22 years in the Finger Lakes with locations at 22 Main Street in Waterloo, 40 Exchange Street in Geneva, and Del Lago Resort and Casino. Dine in, take out, delivery, catering, and banquets. Order online at cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. Brad Van Duzen Photography is a full-service photographer serving the Finger Lakes region, offering family, senior, and wedding portraits, also specializing in sports photos, collages, banners, and other keepsakes for your student-athlete. For more information, find Brad on Facebook or visit bradvanduzenphotography.com or visit bvdsports.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals, a large selection of breakfast items, and everything from burgers, salads, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Jimmer's Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for service, visit Stever's Garage on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage, strong supporters of local high school athletes for over 40 years. The Omen Theater in Lyons, the most modern theater in the Finger Lakes, is also the oldest theater in the U.S. See what's playing at omentheater.com. Red's Place in downtown Seneca Falls, locally owned for 42 years and serving great lunches Monday through Friday from 11:30 to 2 p.m. Wednesday night is wing night with 60-cent wings in 10 different varieties. For over 65 years, the Wilson Press and Mail House has been serving Central New York as commercial printers with a full-service mail house specializing in offset and digital printing, graphic design services, full mail house services, marketing and advertising plans, and fundraising programs. Call them today at 315-568-9693 or visit them online at wpress.com. Connie's Diner on Main Street in Waterloo has the ambiance you will only find in a true diner. Let the Cardozola family serve your next breakfast, lunch, or dinner from their vast menu of time-tested favorites and original recipes. Visit them online at connieswaterloo.com. The Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings of the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League. Your major league connection with 7 players drafted last season. The Downtown Deli in Seneca Falls, where a half is like a whole. Giant deli sandwiches, subs, daily lunch specials, and homemade soups, chili, and mac and cheese that will warm up even the coldest winter day. Also, try their famous paninis or star sandwiches. Check them out online at sfdowntowndeli.com.
It's Big Truckin' Deals here at Bill Cram Chevrolet. Check out this cram-tastic inventory for big truckin' deals. Whatever truck you're looking for, we've got the inventory. Trucks for towing, trucks for family, trucks for work, and trucks for fun. Whatever you're into, we've got a big truckin' deal waiting for you. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. See all our truckin' deals at BillCramChevrolet.com.
Welcome back, everybody, inside the Blue Cross Arena. It's time for the Bill Cram Chevrolet Halftime Report. I'm Jim Sinicropi alongside Rhett Ticconi, high above the court at the Blue Cross Arena for FL1 Sports. And Rhett, Lions does have a comfortable 14-point lead, but not that impressed with the Lions' performance. They came out shooting the lights out, but Red Jacket has been able to force the issue. They're breaking the press. They're having offensive opportunities. And if they just get a little hot from outside, they might be able to get back into this one.
Yeah, they've done a good job really moving the ball around. When they've broken the press, they've gotten some good looks at the rim. Done a good job of getting second chance with their offensive rebounds. And if they get a couple of shots to fall, this game could be totally different. You'd like to see Lions be a little more protective of the basketball. And, I think you'll see probably Justice Smith looking for some driving lanes to get to the hoop. He's done a good job tonight with the rebounds, and he's done a good job seeing his teammates. But I think, this is his time to see what he's made of. But it's also Red Jackets' time. They're not going away. And credit to them for taking it right at Lions and getting over the top of that press.
Got some first half statistics for you here. For Red Jacket, it's Chase Rizzo leading the way with 12 points, also a couple of assists and a steal. Then it's Mason Palat coming off the bench to score 8 points. Turned it over 4 times, however, and Matt Record with 3 turnovers himself to go along with 7 points and 3 assists. Adam Borst, the point guard, scoreless, but he does have 3 assists and 3 steals. And Travis Hill with 2 points and 1 assist. Rebounding numbers for the Indians, it's JV call-up Andrew Demore with 7 rebounds. Chase Rizzo with 6, 3 for Adam Borst. For Lions, Justice Smith came out red hot, scoring 13 first quarter points, but he goes into the halftime locker room with just 15 to go along with 5 assists, 2 blocks, 4 steals, and 9 rebounds. So setting up for a nice, he's on pace for a triple-double.
Absolutely.
6 points for Justin Smith, 6 points for David Weaver, 6 points for Benji Kemp, 5 for Aaron Romero, 3 for Horace Betts, and 3 for Amir James. Justin Tootie Smith also with 2 assists to go along with those 6 points. And Benji Kemp with 4 rebounds and 1 assist to go along with his 6 points. And, big numbers for Justice, but, it's a tough game to call because the action never stops.
Absolutely.
Lions pushes it up. They press. Red Jacket gets over half court easily where they usually have 3-on-2 or a 2-on-1, and they're just not finishing at the rim. Part of the reason, though, is because Justice Smith is hanging back there.
Yeah, he's definitely patrolling the lane back there and making it tough on Red Jacket as far as getting their easy twos. But that being said, Red Jacket's done a great job of moving the ball around in the half court, and they've got some really good open looks. They've hit a few threes. Not sure how many they have exactly, but they've definitely gotten some really good looks when they've moved the ball around in their half court sets.
Yeah, Red Jacket 3 for 9 from beyond the arc. Lions 6 for 14. Lions 4 from 8 from the free throw line. Red Jacket 5 for 8 from the field. Lions shooting 17 for 37, while Red Jacket shooting just 11 of 29. And if you look at the game, it was 24-16 Lions after the first period. Red Jacket was pretty even for most of the second period before a late surge by Lions. They won that quarter as well, 20-14. So 44-30 is your halftime score here at the Blue Cross Arena. And really appreciative of all our sponsors who supported our live coverage of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball this season. We're up to about, we had 28 regular season games, and we've done 1, 2, 3, I'm going to have trouble counting them all. At least 8 or 9 postseason so far, and we got 6 ahead this weekend.
Yeah, I think I've done 4, and you're pretty much the road warrior at all of them. The coverage this season has been outstanding. Such great matchups all season long with some of the games. We've been fortunate to have some really good games over the course of the regular season and now into the sectionals. And to be honest with you, this is a great game. The scoreboard doesn't necessarily, if you walked into the building right now, you'd say, Lions is up by 14. But the scoreboard doesn't reflect the type of game that Red Jacket's playing.
Yeah, and we talk all season about the road to the Blue Cross. Of course, the girls' finals are tonight's finals for the girls in Class B are at Cal Mom. They're going live. Dave Barnick and Jerry Anderson have that call at 8 p.m. They're actually probably going to go live a little before then. And then we're going to be here all night with you at the Blue Cross. The next game supposed to tip probably shortly after 9 p.m. It'll be Marcus Whitman against C.G. Finney in the Class C1 title game.
Looking forward to that matchup. Being able to see the great season Marcus Whitman had pretty up close and personal. I was fortunate enough to actually be at C.G. Finney for the Finney North Star game during the regular season. And
what a game that was, yeah.
Oh, man, great game. So that should be an exciting matchup coming up after this one.
So we are almost ready for the start of the second half here. Players on the court. Lions will be moving from our left to right, and Red Jacket moving from their right to left. So both teams' offensive possessions will be in front of their own bench. And we're underway. Starting lineup for the Lions. It's Justice Smith pulling up at the foul line, now dumping it down to his younger brother, who spins at the block and finishes. And Justin Smith now has 8 points and the lead's 46-30.
That's a tough combo for any team to match up against.
Starting lineup for Red Jacket as well as the alley-oop pass to Chase Rizzo rims out, and then Lions just throws it away. It'll go back to Red Jacket.
Not sure who he was looking at with that pass, either Kemp or Betts, but it basically went right out of bounds.
Want a great meal while pinching a penny? Come to Penny's Place Restaurant in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Just one of the great sponsors that has been supporting our coverage all season long as Red Jacket gets to work again. This time no press by the Lions, and an offensive rebound after a Matt Record miss is put up and in by Chase Rizzo. 46-32, 7:11 to go, third period.
It's like Red Jacket's out in the 1-3-1 now, a little more a matchup, trapping in the corners a little bit.
Justice thought about a three from the hash mark, instead slings it underneath to a wide open Tootie Smith, who lays it in on the right block. And Tootie Smith has come alive as of late. He's now in double figures as Andrew DeMori knocks down the three ball for Red Jacket, 48-35. And now Smith into the lane, a little runner over the front of the rim, and Justin Smith taking the game over offensively for the Lions. He scored all 6 points in the second half, and Record beats the press, goes up and under reverse style, lays it in off the glass. He has 9. Back and forth we go. 13-point Lions lead. They can't pull away from the Indians. Now Justice picks up his dribble up top to Horace Betts, slings it back to Justice. Pump fake, dribbles with the left hand, pulls up from 17 and swish.
Nice pull-up jumper on the left side there.
17 points for Justice now. Again, he had 13 in the first quarter, so he's going to try to get some offense going here in the third period. A little no-look pass from the top of the key from Boris down low is intercepted by Tootie Smith, who throws it away as Horace Betts tried to save it on the baseline, but was just a step too slow. So a little sloppy, and it will be Red Jacket basketball. And again, Lions not pressing. Now they're going to play half-court basketball.
It looks like they're a little bit more. They're in a 2-3, but a little bit more.
At Brad Van Dusen Photography.com. And Connie's Diner has the ambiance you'll only find in a true diner. Check out their menu at Connie'sWaterloo.com. And Red Jacket already back out on the court here as Lions still huddled up, and
tons of confidence by the Red Jacket.
Now they're down 11 still. That's not, but people expected, including yours truly, that Lions was gonna come in and just keep building that lead.
Yep.
Like I said, they led 24-16 after the first quarter, and then at halftime they built the lead to 44-30. But Red Jacket winning the second half so far. Lions basketball up 11. It's Weaver playing catch with Justice, swinging it over to Betts. Back to Justice, rises from the top of the key for three, rolls it home.
No lack of confidence there by Smith. Another three-pointer from beyond the NBA arc.
Now Red Jacket the other way. Again, it's a 14-point lead now, and it's almost turned over. Justice stepped in to try to intercept the pass to the wing in front of Red Jacket coach Trevor Gage. He got his hand on it, but it went out of bounds, and Red Jacket now gets back to work on the inbound. It's Adam Borst, top of the key, picking up his dribble, swinging it near side to Record. Baseline now to Rizzo, finds Hill inside, and Hill's followed by Benji Kemp. Hill was turning to shoot with the right hand at the rim, and Benji bothered him, so that will be the second foul on the junior for Lions.
Red Jacket's done a good job getting Hill in some open space down low with a little in and out game.
Inbound to Record. I don't know if I like that call. Yeah. Inbound to Record, then he handed it back to Boris as he was coming in, and referee said his foot was still on the line. Now we're pretty far up above the court, but it looked like it was clean to me. But anyways, here comes Lions, and it's Betts reversing it to Weaver from the corner. Dream Weaver for three, 58-41, and now Lions starting to extend the lead. Weaver has 9 points on 3 3-pointers. Boris top of the key.
Weaver's most deadly when he's in that corner. He loves that area to put the threes up.
Pola and Boris playing catch on the top of the key to the far side. Foul line extended into the foul line. It goes to Rizzo. He tried to dump it down, intercepted. Justice Smith has it. He has his pocket picked at midcourt, and now it is 4-on-2 as the Lions jog back. Record rises, but blocked by Benji Kemp and out of bounds, and it's going to remain Red Jacket ball. But
I think Smith was looking for a foul there, and he wasn't happy with that, and he's kind of jogged back. You got to get back on defense.
Aaron Romero and Amir James check back in for Benji Kemp and Horace Betts. And the thing about that, Red, is Justice turned it over at midcourt. All 5 Red Jacket Indians sprint to the left, going by Lions players, creating a 5-on-2 situation. Now Red Jacket not able to convert, but Matt Record off the inbounds tries a three. It's no good. Long rebound to Borst. Now out top. It goes to Polat. Now back to Record. Another three from the wing. No good. Nope. Rims out. Rebounded. Put back up and in by Travis Hill.
Red Jacket with 4 guys again on the offensive glass. Make another second chance opportunity pay off.
Weaver for 3 again. No good. Quick 3 missed and rebounded by Record. Pass to Boris. Boris across the midcourt stripe. It's 58-43 with 2:55 to go here, third period. Matt Record now with the basketball on the far side. Foul line extended into the corner for 3 from Polat. It's an air ball pulled in by Smith. Here comes Lions the other way. Behind the back, Smith foul line pulls up and gets it to roll. Hit off the back iron, but Smith has that soft, high-arcing shot. Ball eventually went down. Smith now with 22 points. And we have a foul on the shot attempt by Travis Hill on the other end.
Looks like they're going to get Smith again with that one.
No, they got Aaron Romero, so that would just be the first foul on Aaron. And so free throws coming for Travis Hill. If he makes them both, he'll hit double figures, along with Chase Rizzo, who has 17. And the first one's down for Hill. Tell you about Jimmer's Auto on Fall Street in Seneca Falls, offering a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory at jimmersauto.com. Travis Hill knocks down both free throws, and we got a timeout on the court. Your score 60-45. Lions comfortably ahead by 15. 2:30 to go here in the third period of this Section 5 Class C2 title game. And, you know, Rhett, we've seen it all year. Lions, talent-wise, physically, has overmatched most of their opponents in the Wayne County League.
Right.
If they should hold this lead in advance, they potentially could play a team like C.G. Finney. Don't want to look ahead, though, because C.G. Finney in our nightcap game here against the
tough Marcus Whitman team.
Really tough Marcus Whitman team. But eventually, somewhere along the way, if Lions keeps continuing on their trek towards a state title, they're going to have to play a team that's going to match them talent and physically.
Absolutely. Yeah, it'll happen at some point, you know, and it could be Monday, it could be down the line a little further, but you know, keep saying it, but credit to Red Jacket for taking it right back at them. They haven't backed away, and you know, I'm sure they'd like the score to be a little different, but they've done a good job taking it at them.
Out of the timeout, Justice Smith tried a three-pointer, and that rimmed out, and it was in the battle for the rebound. It was a foul on Aaron Romero, so he picks up a second. It'll be Red Jacket basketball. And again, these Red Jacket contributors here, all juniors, they're going to be tough next year. That battle between Red Jacket and Whitman in the West is going to be a fun one to watch.
Absolutely. They're a very athletic team.
Now Record left wide open on the wing for three, and he knocks it down.
And there's a shooting there that if had they made a few more of those in the first half, it'd be a totally different story at this point.
12 points for Record. It's just a 12-point lead for Lions, 60-48, 1:44 to go third period. Justice with it, top of the key, plays catch with his brother Tootie. Tootie in the lane, hangs, he has a shot blocked, but it's a foul. Rizzo blocked him, but they did tag Rizzo with the foul.
Some good ball movement there by Lions. Reverse the ball to Justin, and you know, he got into the lane where he can do some damage.
So Tootie Smith to the free throw line, and he swishes home the first, giving him 13 points on the evening. Now he palms the ball with his right hand, spins it. He's quite an athlete. Tootie Smith is. He knocks down the second free throw, and it's Red Jacket basketball. And here's the full court pressure from the Lions. Justice Smith on the ball. Man-to-man full court press. Get the ball into Record. He's working against David Weaver. He dribbles across midcourt. Now he passes it up ahead to Demore. Demore drives baseline, bumped by Amir James, and Amir James whistled for the foul.
Coach Schott switching it up a little bit with the full court man-to-man. I think, you know, with the size of this court, Red Jack's been able to get over the zone a little bit. The man-to-man might be a little bit of a bigger challenge for them to get past.
And now baseline drive, and off the rim. Missing is Chase Rizzo, and Lions takes over now, up 14 with 1:20 to go in the third. Amir James out to Justice Smith. Smith into the foul line, hangs in the air, can't finish, gets his own rebound, up strong, hits the rim, another offensive rebound, and this time Smith converts. And Justice Smith having quite an offensive ball game, 24 points here with 1:03 to go in the third. Record breaks the double team, but David Weaver whistled for the foul. Justice frustrated there with that call.
Didn't like that.
Even though it's on his teammate David Weaver. The Lions fans not too happy with it. Red Jacket fans coming alive here, though. With 1 minute to go, the team down 16. Here comes Borst off the inbounds to DeMore, to the free throw line to Hill. Hill hands it to Rizzo. Pump fake against Tootie Smith. Now he backs off and gets it back to DeMore. DeMore driving. Foul line jumper, well short. As Andrew Record went to save it, and the Red Jacket fans appreciate the effort. He threw it off the leg of a Lions player, so Red Jacket will take over with 20 seconds to shoot. 44.6 seconds left in the third period here at the Blue Cross. As the inbound pass comes to Record, he sets for three. It is short and up and over the backboard. It hit the front iron and just popped over the backboard out of bounds to Lions.
Yeah, it looked like Lions that time continued with the man-to-man defense there, coming out of that inbounds play.
Justice now working off a pick from Romero over to the far side to Tootie. Into the lane he goes, misses at the rim off the glass, out of bounds, stays with Lions. And for over 65 years, Wilson Press has been serving Central New York as a commercial printer with a full-service mail house. Get in touch with them online at wpress.com. And the lofty inbound pass into the foul line to Smith, who kicks it out to Amir James. He shed the headband for the second half and missed the three. I know he's got that headband on still. And now
it took a little bit of a long two there. One foot was on the line, one foot was inside the line.
Now Red Jacket with 13 seconds left in the quarter, shot clock off. Could use a bucket here before the third quarter break. Record now with 5 seconds. Gets it over to Borst, who's left wide open on the wing for three, and he knocks it down. Actually just 2 points. They're going to say his foot was on the line. But the Red Jacket Indians not willing to lay over for this Lyons Lions team seeking their 19th sectional title in school history. They're 8 minutes away from raising another banner at the Atwood. Your score, Lions 64, Red Jacket 50. Fourth quarter action straight ahead on FingerLakes1.com.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cramtastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
Fourth quarter just underway, 64-50, Lions leads. And they start by going inside to Tim Hill, who spins in the lane, misses, but another offensive rebound for Red Jacket into the corner. It's Record driving, and it calls an offensive foul. It was Benji Kemp who stepped in on the baseline drive to draw it. So that will be the second foul on Matt Record. And, Lions gave up 20 points that quarter to this Red Jacket team.
Yeah, that was an up and down quarter for sure.
Luckily, they scored 20 themselves, but that quarter was tied. As here comes Justice, top of the key, rises, fires, it's short, and the long rebound goes out to Justice, who is dribbling behind his back now. Top of the key, finds Weaver in the corner. Weaver, 3 3-pointers on the night. As Horace Betts had it stripped, but got it back, and now it's Weaver again in the corner. Gives it back to Betts, 22 seconds to shoot. Kemp reverses it. Tootie Smith baseline drive, hangs, misses, gets his own rebound, spins, and he's fouled as he tosses it over the far side of the rim and in. Tootie Smith to the free throw line to complete the three-point play.
He's just becoming tougher and tougher to stop inside as the game goes along. His length and his ability to hang in the air and draw the contact is, making somewhat of a difference in this half.
Tootie Smith with 8 points in the third quarter, 14 on the game, now has 16, and that free throw makes it 17. And biggest lead of the night for the Lions, 67-50, just 7:02 away from back-to-back sectional titles here in Class C2. Inside to Tim Hill, misses the left-handed runner, rebounded by Benji Kemp. Up ahead to Tootie Smith. Here comes Tootie into the lane, and he is swallowed up by Red Jacket defenders, and a great save by Record. And now coming the other way, Red Jacket has numbers, and beating him down court for the right-handed layup is Chase Rizzo. Rizzo having a nice ball game in his own right. 19 points as Justice Smith. Quick baseline jumper off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Benji Kemp. That's missed. Up for the rebound is Rizzo. And it's 67-52 with 6:20 to go in the ball game. And they flick it out to Record, who's left open for three. In and out. Rebounded by Benji Kemp. And Lions coming the other way. It's Tootie Smith throwing it way up and over the head of David Weaver and into the first row of courtside seats.
He had a shot for Betts on the fast break there, but he saw Weaver in the corner, a little bit of errant pass there.
How do you get some of these courtside seats here, right? You got to know somebody. I saw Brian Sharp, former Newark Red, who's played a couple of games on this court.
I think you got to know one of these Section 5 officials.
Yeah, well, I know some Section 5 officials.
I think they're sitting over there behind the basket.
And Justice Smith got beat and then reached from behind, and he's whistled for his second foul of the night. Not complaining about our accommodations up here, though, Rhett. We are.
This is a great view.
A little bit far away from the court, but very comfortable. Love coming up, calling games here at the Blue Cross Arena.
They do a great job taking care of us here.
5:50 to go. 67-52. Lions leads. And it's Hill at the free throw line, loses it. He's on the ground. It pops out on the baseline, and it's out of bounds off of Red Jackets. Lions basketball. Red Jacket fans
not happy
don't
with that.
like it. Yeah. So down 15. Red Jacket could really use a stop here and a quick score. Tootie Smith now whips it underneath to Romero. Wasn't quite ready for it. Dropped it, and it's collected by Chase Rizzo, so they get the stop. And now here comes Borst, slinging it to the side for Palat for three!
And they're not going away.
Mason Palat has 8, and the lead back down to 12 again. 5:15 to go.
And, by no means is, both teams are playing good basketball.
And they tried an alley-oop to, it was Justice throwing it to Horace Betts, and it went off his hands and out of bounds, so back to Red Jacket. A chance now to get this game back down to single digits with a three-pointer.
I just don't think Lions expected this much of a fight from Red Jacket.
And oh boy, Matt Record beat him down court. They threw the pass over the top, but he missed the alley-oop layup, and now Tootie Smith just takes it the other way and muscles his way to the rim and puts it over the front of the rim. That's tough to stop.
Rizzo's had a couple nice chances and missed some. The defense was there too, but he's gotten a good job getting down the court on every chance they've had pretty much.
19 points for Tootie Smith now. 4:38 to go, 69-55. Lions leads. Matt Record for three short again, and boy, Record is about 0 for his last 6 or 7 attempts. If he could just get some to go down, we might have a ball game. Tootie Smith again takes it to the rim, misses this time. Here comes Red Jacket. Again, Chase Rizzo beats him down court, collects the pass, but Benji Kemp stripped it from him. And now Lyons tries to throw it over the top. Tootie Smith threw it right away. Here comes Borst. He goes by Smith, who just reached. I mean, Tootie Smith having a great offensive ball game here, but your team is up 14 in the sectional final with 4 minutes to go. You just throw a turnover and then play matador defense and send the other team to the free throw line.
He's had a few careless passes the last few times down the court that I'm sure Coach Schatz is not too happy with him.
Amir James now checks into the game for Horace Betts, and it's going to be Borst at the free throw line. Missing the front end of the one-on-one. Big miss pulled down by Justice, and now Justice walking it up the far side of the court with 4 minutes to go in the ball game.
Red Jackets gone back to a 2-3.
And now Lions content to burn a little bit of time. 16 seconds to shoot. Justice now takes it into the lane and straight to the hole. Kiss off the glass with the right hand. Ask the official for the foul call, but gets that lead back up to 71-55. As Justice Smith now with 26 points, and the dump down pass inside to Hill is missed. They throw it up to Justice Smith, and boy, he's hit on the side of the face there by Chase Rizzo. Ball goes out of bounds, but the foul is called, and it'll be Lions basketball.
Hill did a good job, slipping the screen on that last one there, and they've had their chances at the rim. They just haven't had, some of them just haven't gone down for them.
Ball inbounded to Romero, and Romero and Justin Smith play catch, and it's a pass to the baseline to Justice. He misses at the rim, and Aaron Romero missed and put it back up, and he missed. And now Red Jacket the other way. They beat him down court again, and this time they can't finish again. His record went for the jam off the Rizzo miss. Here comes Lions. Romero in the middle of the lane hangs off the glass. No good, and we got a whistle, a late whistle.
Called it for the out on the arc.
Yeah, there was two officials with a perfect view of that, but the third official in front of the Lions bench, and Dean Smith is imploring his team to settle down. It's 71-55 with 2:58 to go. Lions still comfortably ahead, but not able to really build on the lead that they built in the first two periods.
A little bit of forcing the issue this quarter, and they don't really need to. I mean, they have their size and their ability to get into the paint as far and away would allow them to do what they need to do, but they just keep seeming to force the issue.
And that is the fifth foul on Travis Hill. Checking out of the ball game now. Outstanding season, outstanding tournament. Probably a contender for the all-tournament team, which will be announced shortly after the conclusion of this game. You'll hear it live on our Little John Orthodontics post-game show as we got a timeout on the court. 71-55, 2:58 to sectional title for Lions, unless Red Jacket can start making some shots.
Yeah, Lions are going to have to just take care of the ball, and they'll get the result they want. But again, credit to especially this second half, third quarter, and last few minutes of this fourth quarter. Rizzo's been flying down the floor and beating everybody down there, having some opportunities.
Credit to Trevor Gage. He, came into this ball game knowing they were heavy underdogs, and he decided that, like a lot of teams may try to slow it up against Lions, he was going to run with them on this big court.
Yeah.
And they have beat Lions down court on 50% of their possessions.
Absolutely.
And they just aren't finishing at the rim. Now, we know that we've seen Lions before. They sometimes give up, the early part of the press, and then they miss at the rim, and that sparks a fast break for Lions going the other way. But, man, Red Jacket has missed a ton of shots ahead of the Lions defense at the rim that some have just rolled off. Could have made a difference in the outcome.
You could tell the bigger court has definitely affected the press for Lions. There's been the ability for Red Jacket to get the ball over the top of it.
And Romero's first free throw rolls out. He'll have another one coming. Knocks down the second. And now Boris walks it across. Romero with 6 points now on the night. And now Boris working baseline, has a shot blocked, but a whistle. It might have got Justice Smith from behind. If so, that would be Smith's second. It's the third foul on Justice Smith. And now free throws for Adam Borst.
Borst doing a good job. He's giving up about 6 inches to Smith in their matchup.
And Borst, junior too. He's a junior as well.
He's taking it right to him.
They really are. There's no seniors that get a ton of minutes as Borst knocks down the second. If this decision doesn't change, it'll be the last game for Jerry Lombard, who's a senior, and Hunter Williams. But young core, experienced core of juniors, so they'll have a really good shot next year. Smith drives to the rim and charges into Andrew DeMore. Speaking of another youngster, JV call-up, and that's 4 fouls on Justice Smith here. 2:26 to go. It's a 15-point lead for Lions. Boris now walking it up. He's guarded man-to-man by Tootie Smith. Boris kicks it over to DeMore, who has it knocked away up ahead to Aaron Romero. Lays it in with the right hand.
They made a switch over to Tootie Smith is on Boris now, and little double team there. Got the ball.
Boy, they left
hands.
Chase Rizzo wide open in the corner. He missed. Offensive rebound, though, by Record. He goes up into a sea of Lyons Lions, and he's fouled. The ball just rolling off. He somehow got that shot off the glass and onto the rim. He'll shoot free throws now, so Red Jackets spending a lot of time at the charity stripe here with 1:54 to go here, fourth period. Lions 74, Red Jacket 57. And the shot goes down, the first of two free throws from Matt Record. Record now has 12. And just underway at Calmum High School over on FL1 Radio 2, our secondary stream. Dave Barnick and Jerry Anderson have the call of the girls Class B1 championship game between the Mid-Lakes Lady Screaming Eagles and the Batavia Lady Blue Devils. Records second free throws down. After this one, we'll have your post-game show and then be back for the Marcus Whitman CG Finney Class C1 final as Justice rises and fires top of the key. Buttons 77-59, and that should just about do it. Is Justice Smith 31 points on the night.
Confidence is all-time high with that one.
Boris backdoor cut, shuffles it to DeMore, who misses, and the ball bounces out of bounds to Lions. So 1:23 to go.
Red Jacket content to drop back into their 1-3-1. Smith gets the ball out in the corner and he's playing catch with Horace Betts.
And now Smith, a couple of dribbles to the corner to David Weaver for three. Doesn't get the roll. And now Red Jacket with numbers the other way. It's Matt Record straight to the hole, off the glass, and good. David Weaver fouled him on the way up. I believe it was Weaver, yep. So now 3 fouls on David Weaver, but we're under 1 minute, 55 seconds to go. 16-point lead for Lions. A little too late for Red Jacket, who's played them even for the second half. It was a 14-point lead as Record completes the 3-point play. The 14-point lead for the Lions at halftime. They led 44-30. It's a 15-point lead for Lions now with 55.6 left to go. And we got another timeout on the court. Give me a chance to tell you that Red's Place is serving great lunches daily in downtown Seneca Falls, and every Wednesday is 60-cent wing night. And the most modern theater in the Finger Lakes is also the oldest in America. See what's playing at the Omen Theater online at omentheater.com. And you know, Rhett, I think this postseason tournament has been a real vindication for the Finger Lakes West. You know, when Minders beat Marcus Whitman a few weeks before the end of the regular season by 20, a team that has gone 47-1 in the regular season in the West in the last 3 years, They thought, man, the West is terrible. Minders has got a 500 record, and they're beaten up. But here we got Red Jacket in the Blue Cross Arena. And Marcus Whitman coming up next, and Red Jacket putting up a real respectable performance against the Lions tonight.
And I don't think you would have, at the beginning of the year, picked the Finger Lakes West to have two teams in the finals. But credit to them, and we'll see what happens with Marcus Whitman. Red Jacket has played probably not even as good as they could have. They've missed a lot of shots at the rim and some three-pointers, which would have made this closer. Now, Lions, I think, with their press early on wasn't aggressive as they maybe have been in the past, and maybe the bigger court affected that a little bit. But I know Coach Schott will definitely be looking to make some adjustments for Monday. I don't know, maybe he'll drop that back a little bit. I'm not sure how he'll handle that, but it seemed like the court definitely stretched them out a little bit, and Red Jacket pushing the ball up the floor gave them some opportunities to get some baskets at the rim.
So Justice heading to the free throw line after getting fouled. There's 37 seconds left to go. Lions leads by 15 as Justice misses the first free throw, and they're clearing the bench here a little bit for Red Jacket as Jeremy Lombard, the senior, checks in along with Hunter Williams, another scene. The two seniors on the roster now out on the court at the Blue Cross Arena as Justice Smith goes for the second free throw attempt. Justice 0 for 3 from the line. Make that 1 for 4 on the game from the line. Big night for Justice, though. We'll get to that in a little bit with 33 seconds to go. They dump it down low, and the basket converted by Chase Rizzo. He has 21 points. Yeah, they're still pressing. Justice, though, breaks it, and Justin lays it in. And Justin having a huge night with 21 points and almost another steal by Romero, but a good hustle by Red Jacket with 10 seconds left. Here comes Borst with 6 seconds, 5 seconds, and the corner three from the seniors, an air ball, but put back up and in by Chase Rizzo. But the final horn sounds, and the Lions go back-to-back. Sectional title number 19, the second most in Section 5, and the Lions turn their sights now to the state tournament, Rhett.
Yep, that was a good effort. I don't think they probably played their best. They probably played their best game of the tournament in the semifinal, but absolutely got the job done, and we'll take the sectional championship.
So we're going to step aside. When we come back, it's the Little John Orthodontics Smiles with Style postgame, the trophy presentation, our all-tournament team, and final statistics before we get ready for the Marcus Whitman CG Finney C1 final coming up live on FL1 Sports. Once again, the Lyons Lions capture the Section 5 Class C2 title with an 80-66 win over Red Jacket. Stay with us.
This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on FingerLakes1.com is brought to you thanks to the support of Generations Bank, Bill Cram Chevrolet, Little John Orthodontics, Marshall Exteriors, It's a Wonderful Run 5K, Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, Brad Van Dusen Photography, Penny's Place Family Restaurant, Stever's Garage, The Omen Theater, Red's Place, Wilson Press, Connie's Diner, the Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings, the Downtown Deli, and FingerLakes1.com digital marketing.
It's Big Truckin' Deals here at Bill Cram Chevrolet. Check out this cram-tastic inventory for big truckin' deals. Whatever truck you're looking for, we've got the inventory. Trucks for towing, trucks for family, trucks for work, and trucks for fun. Whatever you're into, we've got a big truckin' deal waiting for you. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. See all our trucking deals at BillCramChevrolet.com.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes.
And welcome back inside the Blue Cross Arena, Rochester, New York. Once again, Lions with the school's 19th sectional title, winning 80-66 over Red Jacket. Prior to this game, Cal Mum beat York 57-46. It's a wild scene in Cal Mum. Apparently the venue way too small for the number of fans that are trying to watch that Mid-Lakes Girls Championship game against Batavia. It's tied at 14 apiece with 2 minutes to go in the first period. That game streaming live on Finger Lakes 1 Radio 2. Dave Barnick and Jerry Anderson with the call for Finger Lakes 1. Here we are Dean Schott awarded Coach of the Year. Was that what that was? Coach of the Year in Class C2. Dean Schott picking up some hardware at the court of the Blue Cross.
Congratulations to my former teammate on his first ever sectional championship as head coach.
And now a Red Jacket recognized for their runner-up performance here. Solid season, second place in the Finger Lakes West. Their season ends at 17-7, or 17-6, excuse me, with this loss tonight. Nothing to be ashamed of, and I was really impressed with how they played against this Lions team.
If you don't pencil in the Red Jacket Marcus Whitman game next year in both venues, I think you're going to have some people upset with you in those two towns. Because I tell you what, this team, junior laden this year, going to be a very experienced senior laden team next year that will probably end up right back here on this court a year from now.
Yeah, well, you got it. We'll definitely be looking for the dates on that matchup. Should be fun. And Finger Lakes West basketball is a lot of fun. They have some great games, some great shootouts there. And we're going to see another Finger Lakes West team coming up next in the Nightcap here that should tip in about a half an hour. Marcus Whitman against C.G. Finney, and the winner of that game will face Lions on Monday night in the Class C New York State playing round. It's going to take 2 wins to get to the Far West Regional, though. They're going to play Monday night and then Wednesday night. The winner Monday night will face Cal Mum, who earlier tonight defeated York 57-46. In this one, it's Lions defeating Red Jacket 80-66. So 2 sectional titles awarded so far tonight in the Blue Cross. Over at Cal Mum in Class B1, it was Dansville defeating Wellsville 62-51 to capture the Class C or Class B2 sectional title for the girls. And Mid Lakes is in a dogfight with Batavia, the number 1 seed in Class B1. It's 14-14. Again, that game streaming live on FL1 Radio 2. Dave Barnick and Jerry Anderson with the call there. And those 2 teams will meet in a 1-game playoff for the Far West Regional. It's just a matter of that. The date and location has not been announced, but I've heard rumors that if Mid Lakes were to make it, it might be at Geneva on Tuesday night.
Great
venue. It could be on Monday night as well.
Yep.
So we'll wait till we get official word on when that'll be. But Mid Lakes right now trying to back up last year's sectional title with a second one. Batavia is very talented, though.
Yes, absolutely. Mid Lakes, South Seneca keep us busy here at Finger Lakes 1. Those 2 girls teams have got quite a program going.
And that applause you hear is for the Lions who are onto the court. The team's onto the court now to receive their sectional block, which Justice Smith holds in his hands.
Number 19.
Sharing it now with his teammates. They gather around, hoisted above their head for a photo op as the Lions students and parents and community across the way from us here at the Blue Cross applaud their efforts. And, last year when they won it, boy, it was quite a scene. They came into that game against Perry, a talented Perry team. They weren't sure. It was really a breakthrough for Justice.
Yeah, I think Perry was kind of favored in that game.
Yeah, he arrived on the scene. Here is more just like business-like. They were expected to win. Not super impressed with the performance tonight, but they did build a lead to double digits and held it there and captured the win.
I would say it was just a tale of a game that they expected to win. They did what they had to do. Again, I think they played a better game on Tuesday. But they played a good game. I mean, they scored 80 points. They won by 14 points. They did what they were expected to do. This team has high aspirations, and, that's not done for them yet.
You got to feel good for Dean Schott, too.
Yeah,
he's been
absolutely.
a part of this, since he was one of the best players in Lions history, back in the late 80s. Been a part of this program for the past 10 years or so as an assistant coach and the JV coach. Steps in, and he now is a sectional champion coach. It'll probably be the first of many, just like his dad.
Yeah, absolutely. If anyone's put it in their time with the Lions program and that Atwood gym, it's Dean Schott Jr. And much deserved. had a good team that, again, you inherited a talented team, of course, but you still have to get them in the right spots. You still have to have them make the plays and buy into your system. So he did what he needed to do as well to get them to keep the momentum going this season.
So now they're announcing the Lions players individually. Hunter Bastian just announced is that each player gets a little swag bag.
Yeah.
I think is that who's that out there with a net on his?
I think that's Aaron Romero.
Yeah, Romero's got the net around his neck. Xavier Reeves announced. Scott Norris being announced. Now, Scott Norris is a sectional champ. Tell us a little bit about his season and what he's been going through the past year.
We'd be remiss in not mentioning him. Scott's been had a battle with cancer and basically has kicked cancer. He beat it. He's been in remission for a little while. I think he just finished up one of his last treatments or one of his last checkups last week even. He missed the quarterfinal game because he had to go down to New York for a checkup. But great story with him. My nephew Hunter and him are best friends, and it's just great that he's been able to be a part of 2 sectional championships at Lions, and everybody's gotten behind him.
Yeah, that is awesome. And in the beginning of the year, he wasn't with the team.
Right.
He was able to rejoin the team, and he's part of a sectional team. He's going to get his name on the Atwood wall. It is a great story. Feel just great for him that he was able to be here and experience this.
No doubt. Great tribute to him fighting for.
So we did not choose our Cicino's player of the game. Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant celebrating 22 years in the Finger Lakes with locations in Waterloo, Geneva, and Del Lago Resort. Order online at Cicinos.com. And we do have the final stats here that I'll run through with you in a moment. But, it's a no-brainer here. Listen to this stat line. Justice Smith, 30 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists, 6 steals, 2 blocks.
Not bad.
See our player of the game?
I think we got to give it
player of the year, player of the game, and
he's
moving on to hopefully make a run in states.
Yeah, they're not done yet, but Section 5, as Section 5 goes, one of the best careers you could possibly ever want or have in 4 years that he's played at Lions.
58 points shy of 2,000 right now at this point, if my math's correct, which, if he wins another game or 2, it'll be inevitable. But at this time of year, you're not guaranteed 2 more games.
No, and this time of year, it's not about personal stats, but gives him a little extra motivation to keep moving on. And get those games under his belt, and he'll crack that number.
All tournament team announcements coming. Is that Justin out there?
That's Horace Betts.
Yeah, Horace Betts. No, this must be the Sportsmanship Award.
Yeah.
So Horace Betts, along with for Red Jacket, Adam Borst, winning the Sportsmanship Award. And I think we're getting ready now for the all-tournament team. While we do that, let me run through some more of the statistics for you. Justin Smith with 19 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. David Weaver with 9 points on 3 3-pointers. Aaron Romero with 8 points to go along with 3 rebounds and 4 steals. Benji Kemp, 11 big rebounds with 6 points. 3 points for Horace Betts and 3 points for Amir James. And the all-tournament team coming up right now. And Benji Kemp getting the nod all-tournament. Good for him.
That's 2 years in a row, I believe, for Benji.
And Ryan Davis from Alexander being announced. I'm not sure if he's in attendance tonight. Matt Record getting the nod. All-tournament. Getting Matt Record with 17 points tonight to go along with 9 rebounds and 5 assists. Justin Smith making all-tournament team. His dad said he wanted to outshine Justice. He didn't outshine him, but he did shine.
He definitely did. He was one of the difference makers in that second half when the Lions, the 2 brothers, had all but 6 of their points.
Travis Hill getting the nod, too, for Red Jacket. He finished the game with 10 points, 6 rebounds. Chase Rizzo now also getting the nod with 20 points and 9 rebounds, 3 assists. Great game from Chase Rizzo. 4 points for Adam Borst. Andrew DeMore had 7 rebounds.
Who do you think is going to get this?
Hunter Bastian. Now they're getting ready to announce the tournament MVP. Now Justice won it last year.
Yes.
Is from the Lyons Lions, Justice Smith.
And there it is, Justice Smith, one of the all-time greats at Lyons. 2 sectional titles and now 2 all-tournament team awards. Congratulations to Justice. Again, that line for Justice tonight, 30 points, 16 rebounds, and 7 assists.
I think in 2 championship games, that gives him 66 points.
And you know what? He was our Ticino Pizzeria Player of the Game 4 times this year on Finger Lakes 1. So
Yeah.
not bad. So we're getting ready now for our next game, which will be the Marcus Whitman Wildcats against the CG Finney Falcons in the Class C1 championship game coming up in about 25 minutes from now. Rhett and I are going to step aside for a moment. Again, streaming on FL1 Radio 2. It's Mid-Lakes Girls versus Batavia. I couldn't remember who they were playing. So we are going to step aside, and like I say, when we come back, it will be time for the second half of our nightcap here at the Blue Cross. Once again, your final score, Lions 80, Red Jack 66. Keep it right here. We'll be back in about 10 minutes here with the second half of our doubleheader. You've been listening to Section 5 Postseason Basketball Championship Weekend on FingerLakes1.com.
Generations Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts with MyGen Perks. Visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Little John Orthodontics are proud to support our area high school athletes. Visit them online at littlejohnortho.com.
This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on FingerLakes1.com is made possible thanks to the support from Marshall Exteriors. Are you looking for a contractor to give you a new roof, siding, windows, or other exterior home project? Marshall Exteriors is your one-stop source for all your home's exterior needs. Check out their website at marshallsexteriorsny.com, but don't forget they finish basements too. This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on FingerLakes1.com is brought to you thanks to the support of Generations Bank, Bill Cram Chevrolet, Little John Orthodontic, Marshall Exteriors, It's a Wonderful Run 510, Ticino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, Finger Lakes Partner Insurance, Brad Van Dusen Photography, Penny's Place Family Restaurant, Stever's Garage, the Omen Theater, Red's Place, Wilson Press, Connor's Diner, the Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings, the Downtown Deli, and FingerLakes1.com digital marketing.
Good evening, Marcus Whitman Nation. We are live at the Blue Cross Arena, site of tonight's Class C1 championship game between the Marcus Whitman Wildcats and the CG Finney Falcons. Good evening, everybody. I'm Jim Sinicropi alongside Rhett Ticconi. Thanks for joining us for the second half of our championship doubleheader here at the Blue Cross on Friday night. In game one, it was the Lyons Lions defeating Red Jacket 80-66. Prior to that, in the game we didn't broadcast, it was Cal Mum capturing the Class C3 title 57-46 over York. At halftime, over at Cal Mum High, in the girls Class B1 championship game, it's Batavia up 28-24 over the Mid-Lakes Lady Screaming Eagles. And prior to that, it was Dansville defeating, I can't remember who they were playing, Wellsville in the Class B2 title game. And we're about 5 minutes away here from our announcement of our starting lineups and national anthem here for the Nightcap here at the Blue Cross Arena in Rochester.
Game 2 for us.
And you know, this is a Marcus Whitman team going for their first sectional title since 1976. This is the first time they've been in the Blue Cross Arena since 2001 when head coach Greg O'Connor was a player on that team. Prior to that, it was 1980, I believe, they were here in the Blue Cross. That 2001 game was a semifinal game back when they used to have all the semis here as well. So it's a fantastic Marcus Whitman team, 47-1 over the last 3 years in the Finger Lakes West. They come into tonight's ball game at 20-2, 16-0 in the league. They won 7 in a row. Their last loss coming at Minders Academy back on February 4th. And I think that Marcus Whitman probably comes in as underdogs to a really talented CG Finney, another private school.
Right.
Last year it was North Star Christian knocking off this Whitman team, a private school who was moved up to Class A2 this year in the semis at Bloomfield, and now they face another private school in CG Finney.
Right.
And it's going to be a tough task for this Whitman team, but I love Greg O'Connor's bunch, and I love the program. looking forward to seeing them take a shot
Yeah.
at the sectional title tonight.
Well, I think much like the game before where we saw a team in Lions that I think thought was a pretty heavy favorite with a Red Jacket team that took it right at them. And, Lions got the job done in pretty impressive fashion overall. Red Jacket played tough. I think you're going to see the same thing from Marcus Whitman. I think the same, if you ask 50 people in this building, I think they'll say the same thing. Finney's probably favored to win this game, but I think Marcus Whitman will take it right at them. I think one thing, Marcus Whitman had a tough loss at Minders a few weeks back, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
And I think that really kind of maybe woke them up a little bit. They were cruising along, had only lost early in the season, I think on December 1st to Penn Yan. And I think that really kind of recalibrated them, refocused them, and they've been impressive in the sectional playoffs so far.
The Blue Cross Arena, if you're unfamiliar with the venue, is cavernous as opposed to most high school gymnasiums. You'll never see it full except for occasionally for the AA finals, which will be contested tomorrow night. Again, we'll be back here tomorrow morning for a 9 a.m. tip between Newark and Greece Odyssey. But first, we got a big one tonight here for Marcus Whitman. The Wildcats taking on CG Finney. And this special presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes postseason high school basketball is brought to you by Marquee Exhibits, your nationwide custom rental trade show booth solution provider. Marquee Exhibits handles all of your trade show and special event needs, including booth design, custom build, custom rental, graphic design, setup, tear down, shipping, and logistics. With offices in Las Vegas, Chicago, D.C., and New York, Marquee Exhibits is everywhere you need to be to coordinate your next trade show or special event. Visit www.marqueeexhibits.com or call Joe Helgato today at 585-370-6649 for a no-cost, no-obligation trade show review today, and leave your mark. And right, this Blue Cross Arena, they got the Section 5 logo at midcourt over the Rochester Razor Sharks. Excuse me. It's a light blue border around the entire court, Les Harrison court on either baseline, and orange lettering with white outline. The three-point arc, inside the three-point arc,
a lot of lines,
colored orange, while the foul lane and inside the semicircle at the top of the foul line, that is all clear. Blue Cross Arena along the sides, and we'll have Marcus Whitman's bench directly across from our vantage point, high above the court here in the press box. CG Finney will be to our left. CG Finney fans are across the way from us as well. I believe that would be CG Finney. And then Marcus Whitman fans directly below us.
I think actually.
Yeah, that's Whitman fans
Whitman
on the far side.
home
CG
team.
Finney fans below us. And the Whitman fans far outnumber the Finney fans.
Yeah.
It looks like by about a 5-1 count. But we're getting ready for the opening tip as the pregame clock is running down. Marcus Whitman players lined up along the foul line. CG Finney fans huddled in front of their bench. Traditionally, they will have a pregame prayer as a private parochial school. And I see Bob Miranda from Section 5 working hard down there. I see Steve Veeder. I see Kevin Sharp, our own Kevin Sharp.
I spoke with Bob in between games here, and he did confirm that the winner of this game will play Lions in Newark at 7 p.m. on Monday.
Unbelievable. How fantastic will that be? So, and really almost a home game for Lions. They could walk there.
Right. Definitely a little closer for them. But it should be a great game, this nightcap, and look forward to it.
And we're happy to bring you postseason basketball here on FingerLakes1.com. This is our third live stream game tonight. Again, in the first game, it was Lions capturing their school's 19th sectional title with an 80-66 win over Red Jacket. Over at Kilmum High School, it's Dave Barnick and Jerry Anderson now in the second half, bringing you live coverage on FL1 Radio 2 of the Mid-Lakes Lady Screaming Eagles and the Batavia Lady Blue Devils. Class B1 girls final, and almost set to get underway here at the Blue Cross for the nightcap. It's Marcus Whitman versus CG Finney in the Class C1 title game, as we now are getting set for the national anthem, which will be sung by a student from Mid-Lakes,
Emily Lehman and Jacob Nimitz.
Holly Bentley, Emily, and Jacob. I didn't catch their names, but here is your national anthem. Another outstanding rendition of the national anthem, live here in the Blue Cross by three Marcus Whitman students.
Welcome to center court, both teams.
And as the teams cross midcourt to shake hands before the start of this one, it's time for the Marshall's Exteriors keys to the game. Marshall Exteriors is your one-stop source for all your home's exterior needs. Check out their website at marshallexteriorsny.com. And Rhett, I don't want to really say that it would be a huge upset if Whitman were to beat this Finney team, but Finney, very talented, very physically strong, looked impressive all year playing against higher competition. Yep. What does Whitman have to do to pull the upset and win their a sectional title tonight?
Well, really, they need to they need to limit Okur and his drives in the 5-out offense that Finney likes to run. He'll get a high ball screen and he'll get into the lane, and he can do some serious damage when he gets in there, whether it's taking his own shot or distributing to one of his teammates. They need to dictate the pace of this game. I would say they need to use a lot of the shot clock. I don't know if going and pushing the ball against a Finney team is the right necessarily the right medicine to get this game in the win column. But if they do that, I think they'll be in good shape. But they also need to know where 8th grader. I did say that 8th grader Marcus Robinson is at all times, because he'll get the ball down on the block, or if they play a zone, he can slip into open spaces and just do a lot of damage there. He'll have 20 points and you won't even know it because he's just so quick with the ball and finds good spots. But I think if they can do those things, they'll have some success. Coach Marchand from Finney will throw a lot of different defenses at Marcus Whitman. So they're going to have to be ready for all of those. He'll throw a 1-3-1. He'll throw a 2-3, man-to-man, box and 1, triangle and 2. He throws everything at you. And so I think they're going to have to be cognizant of all of that and just be under control with the ball. And
Keegan Okur, the senior point guard for CG Finney, is just got a motor like I've never seen a player.
Absolutely.
He goes all out all game long. You think he's got to be getting tired. He just keeps coming and coming and coming.
Doesn't come out. He's their guy that will really determine how they go. I got to see them against North Star, and in the second half of that game, he was essentially unstoppable. North Star came away with a 3-point win, but he was unstoppable that game. I think he had 31 points.
And starting lineups being announced now. John Donovan just announced for Marcus Whitman. He's the lone senior. We just saw a Red Jacket team that finished second in the Finger Lakes West last game lose to Lyons, but was pretty impressed with the effort and overall skill of that team that is going to bring back every contributor. A bunch of juniors. Next year they're going to be seniors. And likewise, Donovan will graduate from Whitman when they finally bow out of the postseason. But they bring back almost everybody. Tremendous sophomores. Seth Benedict, just a junior. Liam Prendergrass, just a junior.
Well, much like Red Jacket, I think you could not book them into the Blue Cross next year, but they'll definitely be a team to be heard from next year as well.
But nobody knows more than Coach O'Connor how hard it is to get your team this far to the Blue Cross. In his 6th year as head coach, he's experienced a few real heartbreaking losses in the semifinal. It was 4 years ago that they faced North Rose Wolcott in the semifinals in Waterloo, a game that went to overtime with just one win away, just one shot away from being here. But tonight they're here, and they're about to face the CG Finney Falcons. And starting lineups being announced for Whitman, it is John Donovan, a 5'10 senior guard, 5-year senior. He actually played as an 8th grader in that game where they lost to North Rose Wolcott in Waterloo. Seth Benedict, a 5'10 junior, and an extraordinary athlete, and really a do-everything guy for Coach O'Connor. Ryan Harrod, a 6-foot sophomore. Aiden Royston, a 5'8 sophomore, a state cross-country meet qualifier, along with Liam Prendergrass, another junior, the lone big man for this Whitman Wildcat team at 6'4". He also went to states as a cross-country runner, so some great athletes on the court. For CG Finney, the 8th grader Rhett was talking about, Marcus Robinson, 6 foot, Josh Taylor, a 6'2 senior, Xavier Smith, a 6-foot senior, Caleb Anger. He's probably the 3rd best player on this CG Finney team, the lefty who can knock down the three and really do it all. 6'2". Keegan O'Kerr, another senior at 5'10". We talked about his motor. Really everything runs through O'Kerr. He'll push the pressure and tempo all night long. And for Coach Joe Marchand, he's one of the most demonstrative, excitable, intense coaches in all of Section 5, and he's on a big stage tonight roaming the sideline here at the Blue Cross as we get ready for the opening tip. Marcus Whitman will be moving from our right to left. Whitman in their home whites with blue lettering, gold trim. CG Finney in their green road unis with a little gradient of yellow on the shoulders and the shorts, yellow numbering, and they win the opening tip. They're moving from our left to right. Keegan O'Kerr across midcourt. We're underway for the nightcap at the Blue Cross. O'Kerr outside to Xavier Smith, who drives and then kicks it to Anger. Now it's the 8th grader driving to the rim. He's stopped by Prendergrass, and he traveled.
The Wildcats came out in the man-to-man, and right away forced the turnover.
They called it a jump ball, not a travel. Pendergrass got a hand on it as Donovan now bounces it far side to Benedict into the corner to Harrod. Harrod dribbles up top and now kicks it up to Aiden Royston. Royston now to Donovan, near side foul line extended, skips it. Now to Royston, who tries an 18-foot jump shot. It's out of bounds on the baseline. It'll be CG Finney basketball. And also interesting to see here who Aiden Royston's going to guard. No surprise, it's going to be O'Kerr. Royston, lockdown defender, usually plays the team's best player. Even though he's just a sophomore, he'll stick to O'Kerr like glue. As the 8th grader Robinson rises and fires from the free throw line and misses. Rebound Whitman. They push the pressure the other way. Harrod into the lane. A little Euro step off the glass. No good. Pendergrass with a rebound, but batted out of his hands and out of bounds. It'll be Whitman basketball.
First couple times down the floor, Finney's been set up in a 1-3-1.
And they get into the corner where a 3-ball is launched from Harrod. No good. Offensive rebound by Pendergrass. Spins. Right hand hook shot. Good. He pumps his right fist. 2-0 Whitman. Here comes O'Kerr quickly the other way. Back out to Robinson. Robinson dribbling with the right hand. Still dribbling. Finds Smith in the lane. Pump fake up and over Benedict, and he traveled. Basketball back to Marcus Whitman. They lead 2-0 as we are just underway here at the Blue Cross. Jim Sinicropi, Rhett Ticconi, glad you could be here with us. Championship weekend underway on FingerLakes1.com as Donovan drives and dishes to Harrod, who backs it back out, picks up his dribble, swings it to Benedict now, top of the key, picks up his dribble, and kicks it to Royston, who finds Pendergrass on the block, back out top to Benedict, reverses it for a 3 attempt from John Donovan. It's an air ball. Rebounded by Angler, but his foot was on the baseline, so it'll be another opportunity for Whitman, but with just 12 seconds on the shot clock, they'll have to work quickly. As Donovan collects the ball on the baseline nearest to us, way up top to Royston. Shot clock down to 10, into the corner to Donovan. Donovan drives, he tries a runner, he hits the runner as he backpedals down court, 4-0 Wildcats, and here comes Finney.
Kerr pushing the pace right away.
They're going to do that all game long. Now back out to the 8th grader Robinson. He drives into the lane, pulls up, tries a runner of his own. No good. Rebound pulled down by Donovan. He turns up court. He dribbles past Xavier Smith, and now he finds Benedict, who muscles his way between two CG Finney Falcon defenders, and we got a blocking foul.
Down at the other end of the court, though, Jim, Finney's gotten what they wanted 3 times down in a row right in the lane, and they haven't been able to convert.
So that foul goes to Josh Taylor as the ball back inbounded now, and Donovan tries another 3. No, back iron, no good. Long rebound to Kerr. Pushes it way up ahead to Robinson. Robinson bothered by Donovan, but collects and can't finish at the rim. Pendergrass rebounds out to Benedict, that's Royston. Royston now finds Donovan.
Marcus Whitman content to slow the pace down a little bit here and work the ball around.
Skip past to Royston. 3-pointer from the wings, way off, but right into the hands of Pendergrass, who puts it up over the front of the rim. 6-0 Wildcats, 5:17 to go, first period here. And O'Kerr walks it across this time, guarded by Aiden Royston. And Royston flagged for a blocking foul as O'Kerr drove kind of right into him. I was wondering if they might have called an offensive foul there, but
kind of tried to clear him out a little bit.
It is a block on Aiden Royston. First team foul on the Wildcats. Now out top to O'Kerr. Again working against Royston. He goes by Royston this time and lets one go from the foul line and buries it. A little runner for Keegan O'Kerr. 6-2 your score, 4:58 to go.
That's going to be a tough matchup all night. O'Kerr just constantly trying to get into the lane.
Royston's going to need help there. To the block to Bendergrass. He's swallowed up by a pair of defenders for CG Finney. Now they reverse it around to Ryan Harrod. Harrod into the paint. He traveled. Nope, they got a whistle. What's the call?
He did travel.
Not a bad call by yours truly from up here high above the court at the Blue Cross. So 4:41 to go, 6-2. Whitman leads early in this Class C1 title game. O'Kerr now working off a pick from Robinson, pulls up for 3 and knocks it down. Keegan O'Kerr, all 5 of Finney's points. It's a 1-point ball game here, early first period. Donovan now into the paint, kicks it over to Rod. He's left open, lefty, 3-ball, rattles in and out, but rebounded and missed by Benedict. He missed the putback, and here comes Finney. O'Kerr again working against Royston. Tries to loft it in. He does to Xavier Smith. And Xavier Smith traveled on the block. He was guarded by Pendergrass. And one thing to look for early here, Rhett, is can Pendergrass avoid foul trouble as we got a timeout on the court. 30-second timeout.
Yeah, that's our 4th travel call of the game. Maybe a little nerves as these guys get a little bit settled down and get into the games that they want to get into. So far, Marcus Whitman's definitely been content to move the ball around and not try to push the pace too much. I think they'll probably want to play this game in the 40s if they can. I don't know if that's possible to do with Finney liking to push the ball in the other way. O'Kerr so far has been as advertised. They've been running a high ball screen for him each time down the court, and he's 2 shots he's made, and then he's also distributed.
And we got an update from Calmum High School where Mid Lakes was trailing Batavia. The Lady Screaming Eagles 32-24 at half. They come storming back after 3 quarters. They lead 54-41. Looking for back-to-back sectional titles. That game streaming live on FL1 Radio 2 with Dave Barnick and Jerry Anderson. Here we're back underway with Whitman basketball as Donovan drives into the lane, throws it high off the glass. No good, but battles for his own rebound. Gets it in the corner, shoots a 3. That's no good. Rebounded by Marcus Robinson. So no subs yet for the Wildcats as now the 8th grader Marcus Robinson working the point, and Josh Taylor shooting a free throw jumper. He misses. Offensive rebound by Robinson. He dumps it down to Smith, and CG Finney has their first lead of the game.
Robinson with a nice offensive rebound there and pass.
Forced a turnover out of bounds in front of the Finney bench. So it's 7-6 Finney. It's going to be Finney basketball. 3:19 to go here, first period. Jim Sinicropi alongside Rhett Ticconi, Jeremy Hunt on camera, capturing the images that you'll see later when we replay this game with live video. And Keegan Okur works it around the outside, plays catch with Anger. Anger now top of the key, guarded by Harad. Gives it to the 8th grader Marcus Robinson, dumps it down to Josh Taylor, who lays it up and in with the right hand. 9-6 Finney, 2:54 to go, first period.
Robinson with the penetration there off the 3-man weave essentially, and got it to another open man.
Benedict, after breaking the press, bounce passes to Pendergrass, who hits a baseline jumper. 8-9. Pendergrass with 6 points early. 3-ball on the way, missed by Josh Taylor, and nice box out by Benedict, who now dribbles it across the court, gets it down the block to Pendergrass. This time Pendergrass spins to the left and shoots the left-handed hook off the back iron, no good. Coming the other way is Finney. 3-pointer on the way for Keegan O'Curry, buries it. 8 points for Keegan O'Curry. 12-8, Finney leads.
Finney's doing a good job getting him on the baseline, side to side.
Benedict left open for 3, rattles in and out. He squared up, got a good release, and now quickly Finney over the top of the Whitman defense into the hands of Josh Taylor, who's fouled. Let's see who they get with a foul. Yep, there it is, one on Pendergrass. That's one guy they cannot afford to lose with foul trouble. But it's just his first foul here with 1:59 to go, first period at the Blue Cross Arena.
You know, last couple times down court, Robinson's actually brought the ball up, and O'Curry's been running the baseline looking for the corner 3, and they've managed to get him the ball a couple times. Some wide open looks.
Taylor knocks down the first free throw. Tell you about Finger Lakes Partners Insurance for your life, home, auto, and future, with locations in Geneva, Victor, and Waterloo. Get a free quote online at fingerlakesinsurance.com. Second free throw by Taylor goes down. They whip it up ahead, beat the press. It's Harad into the corner now. Touch pass from Royston to Pendergrass. Has it stripped by O'Curr. O'Curr streaking down the court, but Benedict slowed him up. He kicks it out to Anger. NBA 3 off the front iron, no good. Rebounded by Seth Benedict. 14-8, Finney leads. Way up ahead it goes to Royston. Leaves it back for Jordan Lehue, the sophomore, checking into the game. Benedict has it in front of the Finney bench. He drives with the right hand, picks up his dribble, kicks it out to Lehue. Lehue's open, but he kicks it to Royston for a baseline jumper. Oh, rough. It rolls off the side of the rim and over and out, and it's out of bounds rebounded by Josh Taylor, who calls a timeout. So that's Finney's second timeout already in the first quarter, as we catch our breath for a minute here. 14-8, up and down action, just like our first game.
Yeah, and again, I'm surprised. I think, Finney is wanting to push the ball, and Marcus Whitman's, playing into that a little bit now. The first few times on the court, they were content to walk it up, and they got caught up in the Finney up-tempo game. Marcus Whitman's getting good shots. They're getting one shot each time down the floor, and they're not going down right now. They got to focus a little bit more on getting on that offensive glass.
So Whitman back out on the basketball court. Pendergrass, Benedict, Harad, Royston, and Lehue.
Whitman's going to pick up full court here.
But they back off after the inbound as O'Curr jogs across half court. Still guarded by Royston. He rises, shoots over Royston. Front iron, no good. Benedict's battles for the rebound with Taylor, and Benedict's comes up with it. What a battle. That was actually Xavier Smith he was battling with. Now here comes Ryan Harad, left hand dribble down the left side, kicks it out to Benedict. He finds Lehue at the foul line. One dribble to a streaking Royston, who kind of out of control, loses it out of bounds, but it is off C.G. Finney. So with 22 to shoot, 58 seconds in the quarter, it's Lehue inbounding underneath his own basket in front of the Finney bench. And he finds a wide open Benedict who airballs it from 10 feet on the baseline. Here comes O'Curr the other way. Royston stripped it. Players on the ground. Who's going to come up with it? Going to have a jump ball. And that'll stay with C.G. Finney here with 47.5 seconds to go. Again, Finney leading 14-8 over Marcus Whitman. Whitman jumped out to a 6-0 lead, and after that it's really been all Finney, with Whitman missing a lot of open opportunities, a lot of shots going in and out. But their offense has really slowed down in the second half of this first quarter.
Yeah, Finney's playing some pretty tough 1-3-1 defense, not giving them a whole lot of good looks at the basket.
Kerr out to the top of the key to Marcus Robinson. He's fouled as he shoots a runner from about 8 feet, and now Marcus Robinson will shoot free throws. And that foul goes to Jordan Lehue. Jordan, the son of athletic director at Marcus Whitman, Paul Lehue, as Robinson knocks down the first free throw for his first point of the game, as we have substitutions here for the final 39 seconds of the quarter. Seth Benedict and Aiden Royston check out, and we have Noah Hildreth checking in. I didn't see the second sub yet, as Robinson's second free throw rolls off and out of bounds it's off of a Whitman player. It'll stay with Finney. It was John Donovan checking back in, actually. So 39.5, fresh shot clock. Finney underneath their own basket, gets it out top to Robinson. Robinson into the lane, hangs, and wow, that kid's in 8th grade. Looks like a senior out there.
I don't remember many people I've seen looking like that in 8th grade.
Shot clock's off, 26 seconds to go. Hildreth, right-hand dribble, picks it up. Now inside to Pendergrass. Pendergrass throws it with the right hand off the glass and in. Big bucket for Whitman that desperately needed one. 17-10 your score. Pendergrass with 8 of Whitman's 10 points here, and 5 seconds left in the quarter. Kerr now into the lane, leaves it for Anger. Anger rises, left-handed jumper, back iron no good, and they'll do it for the first period of play here in the Class C1 Sectional Championship game at the Blue Cross Arena. When we come back, second quarter action. Once again, your score, CG Finney 17, Marcus Whitman 10. You're listening to Section 5 postseason basketball on FingerLakes1.com. Stay with us.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cram-tastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
Second quarter action underway. 17-10 your score. Finney leads. It's Whitman ball moving from our right to left. They swing it around the left side. It's Harad now finding Lehue in the corner, and now Harad dribbles, and a little left-handed runner from the block. Pretty play by Ryan Harad, and just like that, it's back. The lead's down to 5, and they get a turnover off an entry pass. Pendergrass came up with it. It's Pendergrass, Lehue, Donovan, Hildreth, and Harad for Whitman. As Harad dribbles out of the double team, just a sophomore, gets it out to the senior Donovan. He resets, finds Lehue, and now Harad tries a 3-ball from deep with Robinson in his face. He misses, but it's out of bounds off a Finney player. It'll stay here.
I don't know if that was the shot they wanted out of that set. He was a little bit farther out than he probably needed to be.
Again, Jim Sinicropi alongside Rhett Ticconi here, high above the court at the Blue Cross, bringing you this Class C1 championship game on FingerLakes1.com. Long inbounds pass collected by the Wildcats. Donovan now into the corner. Gets it to Harad. And now a 3-ball on the way and down. It's Noah Hildreth for 3. And it's a 2-point game. 6:50 to go, second period. Okur now with the basketball. Now he's guarded by Leyhew, and as Okur drove baseline, he tried to dump it inside, and it was picked off by Pendergrass, and now Donovan gets it to Rod. They reverse it quickly. Another 3-ball on the way from Hildreth. It's no good. He was open on the reversal. Now here comes Finney as Robinson pulls up from the free throw line and right through the center of the cylinder. C.G. Finney lead back up to 4. Here comes Donovan now, right side, drives right to the lane, hangs but blocked by Anger, and Okur quickly the other way. Whitman getting back, but Donovan still trailing with play. Another foul line jumper from Robinson, swish!
He's pretty good with that 15-footer from the line there.
8th grade, that puts him at what, 13 years old?
Yep.
And Whitman gets back to work. They now trail by 6. Is Donovan, right-handed dribble up top to Leyhew. Leyhew reversal to Harrod. Pump fake Harrod, guarded by Taylor. Back up top and reversed again to Hildreth. And they keep reversing around the outside. It's Donovan now, who traveled, tried to put a little move on and drive baseline, but he shuffled his feet. And getting word now from Cal Mum that Midlakes is pulling away. Elena Forbes with 33 points. And it's looking like Midlakes is going to capture the Section 5 Class B2 girls title, their second. They lead 75-63 with 1:11 left in the game. Again, that's their second straight title for the Screaming Eagles. In this game, it's Caleb Anger rising and firing from the wing, burying a 16-foot jump shot. It's first points of the game, and it's an 8-point lead and another turnover as Finney comes the other way now. It's Robinson driving, can't finish this time, and we have a foul on Steve Folkert, who checked into the game for Steve Marchand's Falcons.
Yeah, game this last quarter, a couple 6-point runs by both teams. Finney extending back out the lead they had.
Full court pressure from the Falcons. And a nice nifty bounce pass to Seth Benedict, who clears the timeline. Gets it back to Noah Hildreth, seeing extended time here in the second quarter. Pendergrass now has it right elbow, dumps it to Benedict. Benedict turns, finishes off the glass with the right hand.
That's a much better set by Marcus Whitman that time down.
First bucket for Benedict of the game, 23-17. Finney leads. They get it into the paint to Xavier Smith. He rises and misses, but rebounded by Folkert. Kicks it out to Robinson, guarded by Leyhew, a sophomore guarding an 8th grader. Good defense, though, that time by Leyhew, and now Smith drives, leaves it for Folkert, but an offensive foul. It was Seth Benedict stepping in and drawing it as the Whitman bench erupts, and it's a 6-point Finney lead as Whitman inbounds underneath their own basket, 90 feet away against full court pressure. It's Benedict's getting it into Leyhew. Leyhew finds Hildreth. Hildreth throws it away to Smith. Now up ahead to Okur, and Okur's fouled by Hildreth on the shot, and it's going to be free throws for Keegan Okur.
Marcus Whitman's got to do a little better job taking care of that ball. The active Finney defense up in a full court press forced the turnover, and Okur's back at the line.
Dribbling with the right hand, lets it go, and front rim, backboard, and down. Okur has 8 as John Donovan checks back into the game now. Aiden Royston takes a seat. Folkert checks out for Finney as Josh Taylor checks back in. And a second free throw for Keegan Okur. Benedict now picks up his dribble way up top and across the timeline to Pendergrass. He gets it back. Now they reverse it to Donovan in front of that Finney bench into the corner for Benedict. Benedict drives baseline, loses it out of bounds. It's Finney basketball.
Little drive there. It was tipped and went off his leg. Finney's active on the. They're going like a 1-2-2 full court press and dropping into their 2-3. It's giving Marcus Whitman some problems.
25-17, Finney leads, and a shot off the mark from Okur and rebounded by Pendergrass. So here comes Whitman. They could use a bucket with 3:52 to go in the second half. They break that pressure again. Pendergrass holds it, waits for Lehue. Now they reverse it. 3-ball on the way from Hildreth. Way too strong, but the long rebound does go to Donovan. Fresh shot clock. It did catch rim on the way down. They reverse it. Lehue now, top of the key. 3-ball, short off the front iron. Bounces into the hands of Keegan O'Kerr. Here comes Finney the other way. O'Kerr drives, gets it to Robinson, who has it stripped on the way up by Donovan. It goes out of bounds. Stays with Finney. 25 seconds to shoot. 3:24 to go here, second period. You want a great meal while pinching a penny? Come to Penny's Place Restaurant in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. One of the great sponsors that make our coverage of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball possible, as the 8th grader Robinson rises and fires again from 17 feet. This one no good. Hauled down by Pendergrass. Here comes Benedict up ahead to Donovan. Donovan stops at the three-point line, kicks it back to Pendergrass, and Pendergrass almost lost it. He's on the ground now. O'Kerr almost stole it from him. Donovan has it now out top to Hildreth. 18 seconds to shoot. 2:55 to go in the half. Lehue finds Benedict. Benedict one dribble and dumps it down to Pendergrass, who was wide open, clear path to the basket. He was fouled and missed the layup. It could have been a three-point play. Instead, 2 free throws coming. Pendergrass was tough from the free throw line in the semifinal win against Avon the other night in Bloomfield. Let's see if he can have that similar touch from the charity stripe here in the big arena. Some folks say it's tough to shoot here at the Blue Cross.
The depth perception definitely changes from your typical high school gymnasium. But, the last couple times down the floor, Marcus Whitman has done a little better job of getting the ball at the high post, turning, and they've got their guy on the block open. They missed that one, but they made the one before that. And they need to stop going side to side and focus a little bit more north and south. And that's worked for him the last couple times.
And Pendergrass makes the first and makes the second. He's got the bulk of the offense here for the Wildcats. He has 10 points here in the first half. 2:40 to go in the second quarter. 25-19, Finney by 6 as O'Kerr drives to the basket, finishes on the left side, and he's fouled.
He called, he motioned over to Robinson to give him the ball, and as soon as he got it, he went right to the hole.
Well, he's a senior. Yeah. Robinson, most 8th graders I know listen to the senior.
Yeah, good idea on his part.
And so now O'Kerr tries to complete the three-point play and build that Finney lead up to 9, and he does. So feel like it's almost danger time for Whitman here with 2:30 to go in the second half. Let's see if they can win the last 2.5 minutes of this half. They trail by 9, and it's Harad with it. Tried to skip it across court, but threw it right away.
At times it seems like there's 6 or 7 guys for Finney out on the floor. They're active on that defense.
O'Kerr now with confidence, 3-ball, knocks it down. That one was from about 22 feet, and Coach O'Connor has seen enough. Timeout Whitman. C.G. Finney leads 31-19, and Keegan O'Kerr's doing it all right now.
Yeah.
That was his third three-pointer. He has 18 first-half points.
Well, much like the game before us with the senior Injustice Smith, Keegan O'Kerr and his leadership of this Finney team have come through, and he's been the difference at this point, pushing their lead up to 12.
And we do have a final from Kalamazoo High School in the Class B1 Girls Championship game. Mid-Lakes 75, Batavia 63. Elena Forbes with 35 points, your likely tournament MVP there, as Mid-Lakes captures their second straight sectional title in as many years. Before that, they hadn't won one since 1976, similar to this Whitman boys program that we see here tonight. Of course, Mid-Lakes last year took it all the way to the state Final Four, and I have a feeling that they got plans on doing the same thing this year. That was a really good Batavia team that they beat over there on FL1 Radio too.
Congrats to them, and another championship for the Wayne Finger Lakes area.
So Lions beat Red Jacket. That was already a lock for a Wayne Finger Lakes title earlier tonight on this court. Now Mid-Lakes wins. Let's see if Whitman can put together a run here. 2 minutes to go in the half. They trail 31-19. Up top to Benedict, into the lane. A little right-handed runner is off the mark, pulled down by Anger, and into the hands of Robinson. Coming the other way quickly is the 8th grader. A little Euro step, and he's fouled by John Donovan on the shot. More free throws coming.
Marcus Whitman got into the lane, got the shot that they like, but again, they're getting one shot and that's it, and then the ball's coming right back down the court. Finney, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Finney pushing the ball exceptionally well, and it's playing right into their game plan, I'm sure.
As Robinson's first free throw rattles out, he's got 7 points here in his first appearance at the Blue Cross Arena. Second free throw is good. 32-19, 1:45 to go. They break the pressure. It's Leahy with the basketball, picking up his dribble, leaving it for Benedict. Benedict kicks it over. Now it's in the corner for Donovan, who drives baseline and turns it over. Here comes Robinson. They don't have numbers, but he's still pushing, and he hangs in the air and hits the floater, and he's fouled. And just like that, it's 34-19 with a free throw coming for C.G. Finney. 1:31 to go, second period. Can tell you that the downtown deli in Seneca Falls is where a half is like a whole. That's true. Check out their menu at sfdowntowndeli.com. And Brad Van Dusen Photography offers family, senior, and wedding portraits, as well as specializing in photos of area student athletes. Book your appointment at bradvandusenphotography.com. Free throw off the mark and out of bounds. It's a Whitman basketball, 1:30 to go. They trail by 15 points here. Benedict working against full court pressure. Gets it to Harrod, across to Royston now. Into the corner to Donovan. Pulls up from 17 feet, too hard. Pendergrass jumped too early for the rebound. It goes over his head and heading into Josh Taylor's hand. Here comes Keegan O'Kerr now. Leaves it back for Taylor. Out top to Anger. Left-handed three ball goes from the wing and rattles in and goes down. And it's all C.G. Finney here in the first half. They get another steal off the pressure. And it's O'Kerr with it into the corner to Xavier Smith. And now another three ball off the mark. Big rebound by Donovan, and he's fouled by Xavier Smith.
What do you think the number of steals is in the first half for Finney? I got to put it around 8.
Well, we'll get the official stats brought up so we can have a fun game here by guessing. You say 8.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 7 just to take the under. I'm gonna do the old Price is Right pricing game strategy for you. I'm gonna go $1. Benedict now over to Harrod, down to the baseline. A little touch pass to Pendergrass, who finishes on the block with a right hand off the glass. Strong move by Pendergrass. He's been a bright spot for Whitman in this first half. He has 12 points, 12 of their 21. Shot clock's off, 18 seconds to go. Whitman trails by 16. O'Kerr with the basketball near half court, guarded by Harrod. Game clock now down to 10. He drives, he kicks it to Xavier Smith. He gets it back now, 8 seconds. It's out top to the freshman who splits the lane, Euro step, kiss off the glass, 2 seconds, 1 second. That's going to do it for the first half. And it's been quite a show by Keegan O'Kerr and Marcus Robinson for C.G. Finney. And Rhett, it's an 18-point lead now heading into half, and I don't know if Whitman's going to have the firepower to overcome a very talented private school C.G. Finney.
Finney's defensive pressure has been a little bit more than Marcus Whitman could handle in that first half. They extended Marcus Whitman way back beyond the arc to get in their sets. They just haven't looked comfortable running their offense, aside from a few times where they did get the ball down to the block. Their lone bright spot was
Pendergrass.
Pendergrass was their lone bright spot in that first half. But they're playing a different level of basketball right now.
We'll have the Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime report straight ahead. After this break, we're going to step aside once again to halftime. Your score is C.G. Finney 39, Marcus Whitman 21. Can the Wildcats mount a comeback in the second half? We'll find out. Keep it right here.
Check out Generations Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts with MyGen Perks. Visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Little John Orthodontics are proud to support our area high school athletes. Visit them online at littlejohnortho.com.
This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on FingerLakes1.com is made possible thanks to the support from Marshall Exteriors. Are you looking for a contractor to give you a new roof, siding, windows, or other exterior home project? Marshall Exteriors is your one-stop source for all of your home's exterior needs. Check out their website at marshallsexteriorsny.com, but don't forget they finish basements too. While you're talking with them, ask about their new Everlast Garage. This thing is amazing. It's a Wonderful Run 5K. It's a winter run like no other through the streets of Seneca Falls, the town that inspired Frank Capra's holiday classic, It's a Wonderful Life. Learn more and register at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, celebrating 22 years in the Finger Lakes with locations at 22 Main Street in Waterloo, 40 Exchange Street in Geneva, and Del Lago Resort and Casino. Dine in, take out, delivery, catering, and banquets. Order online at cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. Brad Van Duzen Photography is a full-service photographer serving the Finger Lakes region, offering family, senior, and wedding portraits, also specializing in sports photos, collages, banners, and other keepsakes for your student-athlete. For more information, find Brad on Facebook or visit bradvanduzenphotography.com or visit bvdsports.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals, a large selection of breakfast items, and everything from burgers, salads, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Jimmer's Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for service, visit Stever's Garage on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage, strong supporters of local high school athletes for over 40 years. The Omen Theater in Lyons, the most modern theater in the Finger Lakes, is also the oldest theater in the U.S. See what's playing at omentheater.com. Red's Place in downtown Seneca Falls, locally owned for 42 years and serving great lunches Monday through Friday from 11:30 to 2 p.m. Wednesday night is wing night with 60-cent wings in 10 different varieties. For over 65 years, the Wilson Press and Mail House has been serving Central New York as commercial printers with a full-service mail house specializing in offset and digital printing, graphic design services, full mail house services, marketing and advertising plans, and fundraising programs. Call them today at 315-568-9693 or visit them online at wpress.com. Connie's Diner on Main Street in Waterloo has the ambiance you will only find in a true diner. Let the Cardozola family serve your next breakfast, lunch, or dinner from their vast menu of time-tested favorites and original recipes. Visit them online at connieswaterloo.com. The Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings of the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League. Your major league connection with 7 players drafted last season. The Downtown Deli in Seneca Falls, where a half is like a whole. Giant deli sandwiches, subs, daily lunch specials, and homemade soups, chili, and mac and cheese that will warm up even the coldest winter day. Also, try their famous paninis or star sandwiches. Check them out online at sfdowntowndeli.com.
It's Big Truckin' Deals here at Bill Cram Chevrolet. Check out this cram-tastic inventory for big truckin' deals. Whatever truck you're looking for, we've got the inventory. Trucks for towing, trucks for family, trucks for work, and trucks for fun. Whatever you're into, we've got a big truckin' deal waiting for you. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. See all our truckin' deals at BillCramChevrolet.com.
And welcome back, everybody, inside the Blue Cross Arena here late on a Friday evening. It's the nightcap of our championship weekend kickoff. Your score in the Class C1 title game at CG Finney 39, Marcus Whitman 21. And once again, action from earlier tonight here on the Bill Cram Chevrolet halftime report. In the opener here at the Blue Cross, it was Cal Mum defeating York 57-46, and then we came online for the Class C2 title game between Lions and Red Jacket, which Lions won 80-66. Justice Smith, your tournament MVP, with 30 points, 16 rebounds. Then over in Kalamum, in a game you enjoyed on Finger Lakes 1 Radio 2, it was Mid-Lake 75, Batavia 63, and the amazing thing about that is Mid-Lake's trailed by 8 at halftime, Rhett. They scored 55 points in the second half to win 75-63, capture their second straight sectional title. And, here again, it's CG Finney 39, Marcus Whitman 21. I'm Jim Sinicropi alongside Rhett Ticconi. Jeremy Hunt with us here high above the Blue Cross Arena, capturing video from tonight's contest that we'll restream for you at a later date. And, Rhett, it was a perfect start. Just recapping the first half for Mid-Lakes. Pendergrass was hot early. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead, and after that, it's really been all CG Finney. Whitman having trouble taking care of the basketball, missing open shots, and the athleticism of Finney is impressive.
Yeah, that's exactly right. The CG Finney with Robinson and Okur, both taking care of the basketball, pushing the tempo. Finney runs pretty much exclusively, high ball screen for one of the two of them, and they either get in the lane or distribute. And they've been able to do exactly that. Marcus Whitman not able to really get more than one look at the basket each time down the floor, and shots haven't been dropping for them. A lot of that has to do with the intensity of Finney's defense. So really, to get back in this game, they're going to have to hit their shots and pick up the pace a little bit on defense. Easier said than done with, as you said, the athleticism that Finney brings.
Yeah, we can talk about some first half stats here, where Finney outscored Whitman 17-10 in the first quarter, and then continued on at that pace, 22-11 in the second quarter. They now lead by 18 points at halftime, and it's largely been two players for CG Finney. It's been Keegan Okur with 16 points to go along with a pair of rebounds and an assist and a couple steals. For Marcus Robinson, the 8th grader, 12 points, a couple of rebounds, a couple of assists. Caleb Anger with 5 points, Josh Taylor with 4. For Marcus Whitman, it was the offense was provided really almost exclusively by Liam Pendergrass on the interior. 12 points to go along with 3 rebounds, a couple assists, and a couple of steals. Noah Hildreth hit a three-pointer in the second quarter. Ryan Herod and Seth Benedict and John Donovan with 2 points apiece. And we had a little side bet on the number of Whitman turnovers in the first half. Let's see if I can find it on here. Can you see it?
Let's see. So
7. I had it. Or no, 10.
10.
You won. You won.
Hey, what did I say, 8?
You said 8. I said 7. They had 10. Although we made the bet before the half was out, and they probably had a couple more. And that's been the big problem.
Yes.
I think they could have overcome the poor shooting if they could protect the basketball. But 10 turnovers in 16 minutes of play. You're not going to beat many teams, let alone a team with as much offensive firepower as the CG Finney Falcons. Yeah, and
it goes back to some conversations in the past of the private schools versus the public schools, and not that that's the be-all, end-all, and in this game by any means. But when you have an 8th grader as Robinson, who not only physically, his poise on the floor, he's bringing the ball up the court. He's driving and distributing.
Well, the big difference between private and public, when you're a public school, you get kids that live in your district. When you're a private school, you can attract kids from anywhere.
Yeah.
And, this isn't CG Finney that's dominated the D classifications as Section 5, winning a sectional title last year, 2016, 2013, 2011, 2009, 2007, 2006. All Class D titles, D1, D2, Double D, 7 total. Marcus Whitman hasn't won one since 1976, and it frankly doesn't look like they're going to win one tonight unless something drastically changes here. So second half just underway. Keegan Okur moving from our right to left, dumps it down to Anger. It's blocked by Pendergrass. Here comes Donovan the other way into the lane, and he misses at the rim after getting through traffic, and way up ahead The pass to Anger was mishandled. Otherwise, it would have been an easy layup. And Anger
rolled
struggling.
his ankle there on the last time down the court.
But Keegan O'Kerr does lay it in, and now the lead. Biggest of the game, 20 points for C.G. Finney. And now Benedict picks up his dribble, gets it to Hildreth into the corner. Donovan, 3-ball on the way. No, it's an air ball, and the senior in playing what could potentially be his last game after a 5-year varsity career is really struggling tonight against this tough C.G. Finney's team.
Yeah, and as you said before, in this building, it is difficult to shoot down there. The depth perception is a definite factor, and it seems like
Benedict threw it away, but they do get it back. O'Kerr intercepted it. Donovan slapped it away and into the hands of Benedict. So now Seth at the foul line extended, dumps it to Pendergrass. Pendergrass with a long left-handed hook shot. There was at least a 10, 12-foot hook shot that rimmed around and out and rebounded by Finney with 6:58 to go here, third period. 20-point Falcon lead. And make that 22 as O'Kerr rises and fires from the elbow. And now O'Kerr has 20 points in the lead, 43-21. Hildreth picks up his dribble, gets it to the corner to Benedict. Benedict dribbling baseline is fouled. Fouled by Marcus Robinson.
Coach Marchand is animated as ever down there on the sideline.
We can hear him way up here. I mean, we are literally, 100 yards away, and you probably could have heard him on our broadcast. So, that's a foul. They didn't call it, and now it's almost a turnover, but it goes to Royston, who tries a baseline runner, no good. And it's into the hands of C.G. Finney again. The poor shooting continues for Whitman, and some of these shots are open. Speaking of open, wide open layup for Josh Taylor on the left block goes down. It's 45-21 Finney.
And so far, Finney's getting anything they want at this point. They're getting in the lane. They're getting easy layups.
Benedict out top to Hildreth. Into the corner for Donovan. Donovan drives baseline, picks up his dribble. He's trapped. He gets it out now to Harrod, and they reverse it to Royston, who whips it into Donovan's feet as Donovan came across the baseline and out of bounds to Finney, and it's just not very pretty basketball. I think Whitman is a little
rattled,
demoralized right now. As Robinson spins, has it stolen. Donovan with it, throws it right away. No, it's into the hands of Royston, and Royston finishes with the right hand. That was a 50-50 ball that Aiden Royston collected, and Royston finally on the board here in the third quarter. 45-23 your lead for Finney as O'Kerr drives the lane on the left side, and he is fouled. I think they got Benedict with it.
Yeah, you never say never. Marcus Whitman's still in an active man-to-man defense, but just athleticism is showing the day here.
Well, you need to win the next 2 minutes, and then you reset and try to win the next 2 minutes after that and kind of see where you stand. Right now, they stand down 22 with 5:24 to go in the third period. As the Marcus Robinson out top of the key playing catch with Caleb Anger, and now Robinson drives, has his shot bothered and blocked by Pendergrass, but we got a foul, and they're going to get Pendergrass, who reaches down to help the 8th grader up. That's one thing about this Whitman team. Great sportsmanship, great bunch of kids. They support each other. They don't take part in a lot of the silliness that you see in high school basketball now, in terms of the showmanship after the shot. And was that O'Kerr?
Yeah, O'Kerr.
Yep, Keegan O'Kerr knocks down another jumper, rattles it home.
I think he's missed this half.
I think we know who our tournament MVP might be if this keeps up, man. He is lighting it up. Benedict tries a wing three, well short. Barely catches the front of the rim, and it bounces down into the foul lane where it's collected by Finney and handed off to Keegan O'Kerr. 4:43 to go. C.G. Finney 47, Marcus Whitman 23. And the whole, I find the same type of culture on Coach Bry Parzak's lady Wildcat varsity girls basketball team. It's just very supportive of each other, very community oriented. Just great kids.
Yeah, they built a great program there and very maintainable. They've been at the top of the Finger Lakes West for a number of years now, and it's just tonight's tonight's just a rough one against a team that's very athletic, very active, and has good senior leadership.
Okur misses a jump shot, rebounded by Pendergrass. They come the other way, and there Donovan hits the mark on a turnaround baseline jumper from about 6 feet on the near side of the court, and it's 47-25, and Finney tries to answer back quickly. It's off the mark into the hands of Jordan Lehue. He pushes it up to head to Royston, who tries to bounce it back to Lehue. It really was an ill-advised pass, and we're going to have a jump ball as Robinson ties up Lehue. So with 4:01 to go, it's 47-25, 22-point lead for the Falcons. And inbounding in front of his own bench on the baseline, it's Jordan Lehue. Gets it up top to Donovan, works it to the right side, leaves it for Ryan Herrard. Left-handed three-pointer is well short, and the poor shooting for Marcus Whitman continues here at the Blue Cross. And Keegan Okur just took it down the entire right side of the court by a Whitman defender into the lane, and he's fouled by Liam Pendergrass as he completes the shot off the glass. 49-25, free throw to come, and that's going to be 3 free throws on Liam, or 3 fouls on Liam Pendergrass as we got a timeout on the court.
Okur's pushed the pace even more so this half, coming out of the locker room. Got into the basket 4 times, hit a couple threes. He's making sure there's no doubt about what's going on with this game.
Connie's Diner has the ambiance you will only find in a true diner. Check out their menu at connieswaterloo.com, and if you haven't seen their loaded shakes on Facebook, you're missing out. I mean, this is like Food Network stuff. You know, this is like Guy Fieri Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives kind of stuff.
No doubt.
They changed it up. I think last month it was a cannoli shake, but worth a trip to Waterloo if you want to really, gorge yourself with something, kind of exorbitant.
Just go with the chocolate shake. Everything else is
straight up chocolate. You don't need the cannolis in there, right?
No.
As Okur back on the court now at the free throw line, dribbles, shoots, and converts. And he now, according to my notes, has 23 points as Donovan through the defense and finishes off the glass. And Donovan's starting to wake up here. It's 50-27, 3:33 to go. Marcus Robinson, top of the key now, is fouled. Man-to-man defense by Royston. Did they get Royston? Let's see who they tagged. No, they got Donovan. So the second foul on John Donovan. And just a 15 foul as it's going to be C.G. Finney now inbounding right in front of Coach Marchand on the left side of the court from our vantage point high above the Blue Cross.
It's as relaxed as I've seen him in a while.
Yeah, I mean, he is actually leaning back right now on the bench. And we have an offensive foul. Keegan Okur pushed off on the drive. Okur not happy.
Just like that, he erupts.
Yeah, he was upset with that call. I mean, you got to be careful because that could have been some refs would tee you right up for that.
I tell you, in the game against North Star at Finney, he got a technical with 30 seconds to go in the game. And, basically was the difference.
Here they're up 23 with 3 minutes to go in the third period. Whitman gets back to work. Jordan Lehue kicks it to Donovan on the right side, foul line extended, hands it off to Royston. Now Royston dribbles near the top of the key, gets it back to Lehue, kicks it to Harad in front of his own bench, skips it to Donovan, 7 seconds to shoot, back to Harad, top of the key, three-pointer! Mark it down! And there we go. Ryan Harad now with 5 points. The lead back down to 20, 2:40 to go. Let's see if Whitman can string a few together. The ball loose on the baseline, but collected by Taylor. He almost loses it again. Gets it to Okur. Okur kicks it to a wide-open Xavier Smith for 3 from the corner. It's short, but he went and got his own rebound, but lost it out of bounds. Pendergrass kind of gave up on the box out. Smith went by him, but couldn't collect the short rebound, and it went out of bounds. Here comes Whitman. Lehue with it. Gets it to Harad. Into the corner to an open Royston, who declined to shoot. Back to Lehue, and now Donovan steps by a streaking Taylor and knocks down a 3 from the wing. 17-point lead. Whitman on a 6-0 run here. 2 minutes to go, third period. Donovan now with 7 points in the quarter. Okur top of the key, guarded by Royston. And they almost had a backcourt, but the 8th grader Robinson tracks it down. Now he's driving into the paint, hanging, doesn't finish. Rebound Donovan behind the back to avoid a defender. Almost lost it. Royston, though, what's the call here? The ball was loose. Royston went to grab it.
I think they got Taylor for the foul.
And, Taylor fouled him, so.
Donovan's doing a good job pushing the pace right now. I mean, they've got no choice but to get it up the floor.
Not a shooting situation yet with only 3 team fouls on Finney. Inbounding on the near sideline is Harrod, getting it way across the court to Donovan, who finds Harrod, who tries another 3, but that's well short. But right in the hands of Pendergrass. He goes back up. He's fouled by, I believe, Caleb Anger. It could have been either him or Smith. Let's see who they get. Still wait. Yep, it is. It's Caleb Anger, just his first. Pendergrass now heads to the free throw line where he is 2 for 2 from the night. He made 2 in the first half at the other end. Let's see how he fares in front of his own bench.
As you said, Jim, win the next couple minutes, then win the next couple minutes. Marcus Whitman's done that.
Oh, it rattles in and out. And Pendergrass scoreless in the third quarter after scoring 12 in the first quarter. It's 50-33 with 1:38 to go. And, win this next 1:38, and you're actually back in this ball game. Pendergrass misses the second, though. Both rattled in and out. And now here comes Finney. A couple of big misses for Pendergrass as O'Kerr collects the ball near the midcourt stripe. Dribbles between his legs, guarded closely by Aiden Royston. Tried to go by him, but Royston's there. Kicks it out to Robinson for 3. Well short. It's an air ball. Smith tried to save it, but stepped on the baseline, so it'll go back to Whitman with 1:18 to go as Noah Hildreth checks back into the game. It will be Harrod having a seat.
Finney's put the press on a little bit, and Marcus Whitman's done a good job getting by it and getting a fewer easier shots than they had in the first half.
Inbound delay, who handed to Donovan, swung over to Hildreth. 1:09 to go. They reverse it into the corner. 3 ball from Hildreth. Front iron, no good. Rebounded by O'Kerr. And now 1 minute to go, third period. 50-33. Finney leads. They find a wide open Caleb Anger, who squares, releases, and buries a 3-pointer. And that is a backbreaker for a Whitman team who was making a bit of a run here to end the quarter. Now they try to push it up court, and a bounce pass from Jordan Lehue to Pendergrass is knocked out of bounds on the baseline. It'll stay with Whitman. 27 to shoot, 43 left in the quarter. 20-point Finney lead.
Probably one extra pass there. He probably should have went up with that one.
Royston left alone at the top of the key. Now reverses it back to Donovan in the corner. He drives, floats one high off the glass, too hard. Pulled down by O'Kerr. And the shot clock and game clock are almost matching here with 27 seconds to go in the quarter. I'm sure Coach Marchand wants his Falcons to hold for one. More than happy to go into the fourth quarter with a 20-point lead. The game clock now down to 12 as O'Kerr double teamed, then finds Davis, who drives baseline, blocked by Pendergrass. Look clean, but that's going to be number 4 on Pendergrass, and that's about the worst possible end of the quarter that Coach O'Connor could have hoped for.
Yeah, Pendergrass looked like he had that ball clean.
Stay with us at the conclusion of this game for the Little John Orthodontic Smiles with Style post-game show. We'll see if any Wildcats make the all-tournament team. Josh Taylor knocks home a free throw. Also, remember, what time is this? 10 p.m. Eastern. We'll be back here in 11 hours for the tip of the Class B1 boys final between the Newark Reds and the Greece Odyssey Leopards. We'll actually get online about 8:45. So, and the second free throw off the mark, pulled in by Liam Pendergrass. He shuffles it up to John Donovan. Donovan half court, heaving the buzzer off the glass and off the mark. And after 3 periods of play here in our nightcap at the Blue Cross Arena, your score, CG Finney 54, Marcus Whitman 33. 8 minutes remaining here at the Blue Cross Arena. You're listening to Section 5 postseason basketball on FingerLakes1.com.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cram-tastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
Welcome back, everybody, for our final quarter of basketball this evening. Nightcap of our doubleheader here on FingerLace1.com. Tripleheader if you were checking out the Mid-Lakes girls on FL1 Radio 2 with Dave Barnick and Jerry Anderson. Quarter gets underway with a missed jumper from Keegan O'Kerr, rebounded by Pendergrass. And Whitman gets to work as Donovan throws it way across court to Noah Hildreth, to Royston, who spins, kicks it back out to Donovan. Now into the corner to Jordan Lehue. And Whitman probing the exterior of this zone by C.G. Finney, and Lehue lets a three-ball go. That's off the mark. Rebounded by Finney with 17 to go in the ball game. Again, winner of this game will move on to face the Lyons Lions in the class. Oh, and Anger spins baseline and a great feed. He finds Xavier Smith, who lays it in. And it's now 56-33. As Lehue almost lost it. He did, double dribble.
Yeah. Great cut by Smith back on that last play. Anger found him for the wide open layup.
But as I was saying, winner of this game will move on to the C1 state play-in rounds, where it's going to take 2 wins to advance out of the C classification in Section 5, because there's 3, C1, C2, 3, C3. The winner of Lions and it looks like C.G. Finney will play Monday night in Newark, and we'll be live there on Finger Lakes 1 for that one, as Caleb Anger left open for 3, no good, rebounded by Liam Pendergrass. And then the winner of that game will move ahead to face Cal Mum, who won the very first game here at the Blue Cross at 5 o'clock tonight. That game tipped. They beat York 57-46, and then the winner of that game will head to the Far West Regional at Greece Athena High School against the Section 6 representative from Class C for a chance to play in the New York State Final Four, as we got a foul on a jump shot from Caleb Anger. He'll head to the free throw line and shoot 2. So assuming that this is Finney, it's been a matchup we've speculated about, all year.
Sure.
Lions and Finney. Once we saw they were both Class C schools, it looks like it's going to
C2.
come to fruition, and it should be a great ball game.
I mean, you look at both teams. Both teams have talent across the board. But really, for both teams, there's 2 guys that drive the train for each of them. And here for Finney, it's O'Kerr and Robinson, and Lions, it's the Smith brothers. And that matchup is going to be one of those ones where which team can take the other 2 away better, and we probably would determine the outcome of that game.
Anger makes 1 of 2. Now Whitman gets back to work. It's 57-33 with 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Donovan whips it across court to Lehue, who gets it to Benedict, who drives and throws it out of bounds. And Seth Benedict not having one of his better games tonight, to say the least. 2 points all in the second quarter. A turnover there. His team trails by 24. Of course, Benedict will be back next year, as most of these Whitman Wildcats will be should be very tough next year. With Benedict and Pendergrass as seniors, and these sophomores now moving up to upper class status. As now the 8th, speaking of upperclassmen, there's an 8th grader with a driving shot on Marcus Robinson missing. And now Benedict pulls up from the free throw line and misses. Rebounded by Josh Taylor and into the hands of Keegan O'Kerr. Tried to get it up ahead, but it was deflected by Benedict into the hands of Royston. Gets it to Pendergrass, who has it in the paint. Finds Donovan in the corner, 3-ball on the way. And he knocks it down, but not before we got a foul in the paint on that pass. So instead of a 3-pointer from Donovan from the corner, it's going to be Marcus Whitman basketball underneath the basket.
Marcus Whitman's fought all night just to get a clean look at the basket. And
it doesn't count.
Really.
This time Donovan drives, has it blocked by Anger, kicks it back out top to Royston. Royston to Lehue. That's a sophomore to sophomore. Now Benedict with it. And we got another foul. So that foul's on Caleb Anger just a second. And maybe these officials don't know it's 10:07 p.m. Here on a Friday night. And it's a 24-point ball game. So Benedict now, oh man, kid's having a tough night. Got a nice inbound pass, clean look from about 6 feet off the backboard and rattled around the rim and out. So Keegan O'Kerr now drives right side, leaves it to the corner for 3 from Josh Taylor. That's off the mark, rebounded by Liam Pendergrass. You know, it's fun being in the Blue Cross, but it's going to be fun on Monday night seeing Lions and CG Finney back in the high school gym.
Absolutely. And that'll make a difference because the bigger court did affect Lions a little bit tonight. Red Jacket was able to get the ball over the top of him a little bit.
Yeah, it actually helped Red Jacket.
Yeah, no question. Yeah. And I think, shortening the court a little bit will bring that back, that pressure a little bit more into play.
So John Donovan drove the lane there. He was fouled by Josh Taylor, so that's the 4th foul on Taylor. He takes a seat as Donovan heads to the free throw line and swishes the first. And Donovan is, much like it was Liam Pendergrass provided much of the offense in the first half, it's been Donovan in the second half. He now has 10 points on the game, but 8 of them in the second half. Second free throw is good.
And Finney hadn't needed to do this tonight, but they did when they played North Star. They ran a triangle and 2 and were face guarding Garwood and Miles Brown.
And there's Marcus Robinson finishing on the right side. Another athletic move by the youngster as it's 59-35 here with 4:26 to go in the ball game. And now Donovan drives, tries to scoop it to Pendergrass. Instead, he turns it over, but we have what? CG Finney timeout. Coach Marchand, again, must be a bit of a night owl here.
Man.
So, yeah, 59-35, 4:18 to go here. Gives me a chance to tell you about Red's Place, where they're serving great lunches daily in downtown Seneca Falls. And it's where every Wednesday is 60-cent wing night. And you can just say, yeah, 60-cent wing night, that's great. But these are some of the best wings in New York State. I'm telling you, I'll put Red's Place wings up with, anything from Buffalo. And we might head to Buffalo for the Girls Far West Regional. Mid Lakes is going to have a shot at it.
Yep.
And South Seneca girls play tomorrow at 11 a.m. for a sectional title. They might have a shot at it if they can beat Oakfield, Alabama, and advance to the Class C play-in tournament for the girls. But Red's Place has great wings. And the most modern theater in the Finger Lakes is also the oldest in America. See what's playing at the Omen Theater online at omentheater.com. Back to action. CG Finney inbounds against full court pressure from Whitman. They break it. It's Caleb Anger now on the far side, dribbling with his left hand. Gets it to Keegan O'Kerr. Skips it over to a wide open Xavier Smith. But coming across to block the shot is Pendergrass. Got to be careful with those 4 fouls, but he slaps it out of bounds. And on the way out, it did hit Xavier Smith, so it will be Whitman basketball with 4 minutes remaining here in this Class C1 title game at the Blue Cross Arena. What's this?
Stepped out of bounds.
Oh, that's Donovan just stepped out of bounds after receiving a pass from Royston. It was really an unforced error there.
Finney's defense is still as active as ever. Still putting the pressure on.
And they inbound against Marcus Whitman's full court pressure. Donovan reaches, but Robinson goes by him. And, Donovan played as an 8th grader just like Marcus Robinson on varsity. Yep. That was 5 years ago. Here he sits as a senior, likely playing his last game in a Whitman Wildcat uniform.
He's had a great career.
Been a great player for Whitman over the last 5 years, especially late, and really a model citizen in the classroom and in the great representative for this Marcus Whitman program and Coach O'Connor. So we got a timeout on the floor with the score 59-35. I guess it'd be a good time to take a look at what's coming up here on FingerLakes1.com. We kick it off bright and early tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow on FingerLakes1.com, breakfast for champions. We'll get on the air at 8:45 a.m. right back here at the Blue Cross Arena for the Class B1 boys final between the Newark Reds and the Greece Odyssey Leopards. And then after that, at 11 o'clock on Finger Lakes 1 Radio, it will be the girls' Class C3 title game as Heather Mott South Seneca Lady Falcons go for 4 sectional titles in a row. They'll be playing, who are they playing them? Oakfield, Alabama, and that game will be at Victor High School. Dave Barnick and Jerry Anderson will bring you the call for that one. I'll be back here with Tani Robinson for bright and early in the morning for that Newark game. And
that should be a good one.
And then don't forget about Monday night. It looks like it's going to be Lyons CG Finney at Newark High School. It should be a phenomenal basketball game, one we speculated about all season. As Anger drives and loses the ball on the drive into the hands of John Donovan. Donovan pushes the other way, looks for Royston. Great catch by Royston. Bounce pass to Pendergrass. Lays it up and in. First field goal of the second half for Liam Pendergrass. The lead now at 22, 59-37, 3:11 left to go, and we got a foul.
So got Donovan.
And we got a substitution as Aiden Royston checks out, and Ryan Harad checks back in. And Keegan O'Kerr heads to the free throw line. He's got 23 points on the ball game. Make it 24. He makes the front end with a one-on-one. Getting ready to shoot a second. This one rims out and into the hands of Pendergrass. And here comes Whitman the other way.
Kerr doesn't like that call.
Got another foul. This time it'll be Donovan shooting free throws one-on-one as Royston checks in for Lehue. And even at this point, down 23, every time a substitution comes off the bench, comes to the bench for Whitman, the whole bench stands up and claps and slaps his hands, and it's just the culture that's been built here by Coach O'Connor.
Classy, good group of kids.
Donovan misses the front end. Quickly the other way comes Finney. They now pull it out. We're under 3 minutes here in the fourth quarter. O'Kerr drives baseline, bounce pass to Caleb Anger. He shoots an air ball from point-blank range into the hands of Aiden Royston. 4-on-2 Wildcats. Royston floater goes down.
And no quit by Marcus Whitman. I mean, that's just a product of the program that coach has built there. They're gonna fight to the end. Fortunately, tonight's just not going to be their night. Hats off to both them and Red Jacket for both of them had great seasons and they should be proud of themselves.
And Liam Pendergrass checks out after the foul. Did he just foul out? No, that foul was actually on Ryan Harad.
I think they're just taking a few of their guys out.
Yep, Benedict now off the missed free throw gets it up to Donovan with 2:33 to go. Donovan drives baseline, jump stop out top to Lehue, slings it to the corner to Hildreth. And now Harad over to Donovan, who tries a wing three. It rims off and into the hands of Marcus Robinson. Robinson dribbles across the midcourt stripe, harassed by Benedict. And now they get it to Keegan O'Kerr, who's bumped by Harad, and more free throws coming here with 2:11 left in the ball game. It's CG Finney 60, Marcus Whitman 39.
Guess he doesn't know the time of the game either. You got to think at some point here, Coach will pull Donovan and give him a little walk off. Great 5 years he's had here at Marcus Whitman.
Free throw from Okur is back iron no good after making the first. 61-39. 2 minutes left to go in this one. As a nice no-look pass by Benedict just over the head of Donovan and out of bounds. Back to C.G. Finney. And there is not much electricity left in the Blue Cross tonight.
No.
Okur inbound double team, and he's fouled, so more free throws coming. 61-39. Might be time to call off the Dogs here. Nobody wants a free throw shooting contest at 10:15 p.m. on a Friday night.
Well, what are your thoughts about tomorrow morning's game? Newark and Odyssey. That's a tough matchup.
You know, it's interesting because, Odyssey kind of came onto the scene in last year's Class B semifinal game at Marcus Whitman when they beat Minders. Minders with the higher seed and favored in that game. But, once you saw that game get underway, you realized that maybe Minders shouldn't have been favored. Odyssey very athletic and had a great year as we have Josh Davis checking out of the ball game for C.G. Finney. And James Sidorshin checking in. Also, John Donovan checks out for Marcus Whitman, getting some hugs from his teammate, probably for the last time. Fifth-year senior has really enjoyed seeing this program grow over the last 5 years and enjoyed the fruits of his labor and the work that all these kids and Coach O'Connor and Coach O'Connor's father, Jerry O'Connor, assistant coach Liz Royston, Brandon Harrod, everybody involved with this program, so successful in the past 3 years.
Absolutely.
The sectional title has avoided them thus far, but they'll be back next year with a good chance.
Oh, no question.
But unfortunately for Donovan, he won't be. He just checked out for the last time in his career as Whitman turns it over with 1:50 to go in the ball game. 62-39, Finney leads. And but if for Newark to beat Odyssey tomorrow morning, first of all, I hope those kids are sleeping right now.
Seriously, that's early to play a basketball game.
And Coach Marchand called a timeout, but only to get some subs out. A big round of applause for the Finney faithful that did make the trip here. A small contingent compared to Whitman as Keegan Okur checks out. Actually, all 5 starters check out. 5 new players into the ball game for Finney: Tremel Hale, Matt Magliato, Jake Terrell, Jason Marcus.
Almost have too many guys.
Yeah, it looks like
that's 6 guys on the floor.
But for Newark to win that game, I think they need both Jaden Peters and Mason Vandemortel to have 20-point-plus games.
Yeah.
You can't have one of those 2 guys hot and then the other one not. And again, that comes down to the Blue Cross Arena. They both played here as sophomores, although neither were integral parts of that team that Minders Academy beat as the shot clock expires with 1:16 to go. Finney up 62-39.
Odyssey comes with Jaden Hartsfield, who's one of the better players in B1. So I'm sure their focus will be on him. Newark playing the 2-3 zone. They'll look to keep him out of the paint.
Subs for Marcus Whitman: Connor Tomian with the basketball top of the key. Christian Daniels into the ball game as we got a turnover, but Finney stepped on the line. Zach Lovejoy, 5'7" sophomore, into the game for Marcus Whitman. Dakota Blue wearing 00 into the ball game for Whitman. And Carson Miller, 5'10" sophomore, as they work it around the exterior. Christian Daniels now to Blue, over to Lovejoy. Top of the key, picks up his dribble. 49 seconds left in the game. Connor Tomian tries a 3-ball, and that's no good. And it's pulled in by James Sidorshin. 37 seconds left to go in this one. And a high-low pass, and then a kick out off the mark, but rebound put back up, and that's missed. And we got more free throws coming here.
More free throws in the last 2 minutes that we've had in the whole game.
The whole night. does give me a chance to tell you that Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant celebrating 22 years in the Finger Lakes with locations in Waterloo, Geneva, and Del Lago Resort. Order online at Cicinos.com, and that eruption from the crowd comes for a free throw made by Jake Terrell, 6-foot senior for CG Finney. Nice to get in the box score at the Blue Cross rep for the senior, and he misses a second. Rebounded by Blue. And up ahead it goes to Carson Miller, driving baseline and out of bounds. It'll go to CG Finney. So who's our Cicino's player of the game tonight in this one?
I think it's the senior. I like Keegan O'Cur. He did what he needed to do. He forced the action early and got his guys set up for some easy baskets.
Unofficially, I have him for 24 points.
And he's got to be somewhere near there for sure. I like your scorekeeping's pretty dead on.
Thanks for that. 10 seconds to go in the ball game. And it's intercepted by Connor Tomey, and he goes behind the back between the legs. And a 3-ball on the way at the buzzer, and down. Zach Lovejoy buries the shot, so he's got that to remember. And for the third year in a row, the third year in the last 4, the CG Finney Falcons win a sectional title here at the Blue Cross. They are your Class C1 champs. Your final score, CG Finney 63, Marcus Whitman 42. Rhett, let's keep it right here for the Little John Orthodontics Smiles with Style post-game show. And, we got fooled a little bit right off the bat with a little hot start for Whitman, but clearly as great a season as Whitman had, this CG Finney team, way too talented.
Very athletic.
In the similar way that Lyons was too talented in the C2 title game.
Yep.
But Lyons is a public school and Finney's a private school, and we have this debate every year because I just hate to see teams, Whitman comes out here.
It's like Livonia last year, I think. Was it Livonia who played North Star?
Whitman beat North Star in the semifinals, and then Livonia. No, it wasn't. Livonia's a B school, but I've seen early college end runs of North Rose Wolcott in the Blue Cross and ER in back-to-back years. I've seen North Star Christian, blow through the Class C divisions, in multiple years winning sectional titles. Now they moved Finney up from C to D, but this Finney team, they won't be this good next year, this Finney team, so it is tough. The competition committee has a tough
it goes up
task,
and down.
but why not have your own classification for the private parochial schools where you Section 5 can have a Division A, a Division B?
Or, even just as simple, I think they would still have enough teams. They could have 10 teams, and it would just be the private school division, and then move them on into the Federation tournament. It's like you said, though, look at North Star. Miles Brown and Mike Brown are both graduating. That'll drastically alter their team next year. So they may not be an A2 team next year.
I think Coach Greg O'Connor just awarded the Coach of the Year for Class C2.
Yes, he did.
Well deserved. Again, just an amazing program he's built.
Congratulations to Coach Kevin.
For example, if Whitman is a C1 school, but if you just look at the bracket for C1, I think they match up with just about everybody in the bracket well, except they beat a great Avon team in the semifinals.
Yep.
And same thing with Gananda. CG Finney beat Gananda.
Yes.
A two-loss team from Wayne County. Ended their season. Now they end the season here of Marcus Whitman, and just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And it's not taking anything away from CG Finney or the kids on CG Finney.
They're good players. They earn.
They play where they get placed.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, it's definitely not on the players. I mean, they play the games that are in front of them. One of the things, though, with that whole thing is their schedule is basically an independent schedule, so they can schedule a lot more games above their classification and give them a lot more challenging contests over the course of a season.
So I do have some statistics here for you. Interesting, out in Section 6, Middle College in Buffalo is up 55-32 against Tapestry in what I think is the title game for the Class C final.
Yeah, and those two are. I
so
think they're ranked 3rd and 4th in the state, or something along those lines.
And so they beat they're up big, and Finney and Lions are going to play Monday.
Yep.
Winner's going to play Calmum, and then the winner from there goes to play in the Far West Regional against probably Middle
So
College.
that team is going to have a week off, and if it's Finney or Lions going through, they're going to have to play 3 games in 1 week, 4 games in the span of 8 days.
So, run down some final statistics for you here on the Little John Orthodontic Smiles with Style postgame show. For CG Finney, Keegan O'Kerr with 28 big points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals. He's your Cicino's Pizzeria player of the game. Marcus Robinson, the 8th grader, with 14 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. 9 points for Caleb Benger to go along with 9 rebounds. 7 points for Josh Taylor to go along with 6 rebounds. 1 point for Jake Terrell, that free throw in the 4th quarter. For Marcus Whitman, it was Liam Pendergrass. He'll be back next year for his senior campaign. 14 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks, and 2 steals. For John Donovan, in his last game in a Wildcat uniform, he got 11 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 6 turnovers. Ryan Harrod with 5 points. Aiden Royston with 4 points. Zach Lovejoy with that 4th quarter 3 at the buzzer. Noah Hildreth with 3 points. Seth Benedict just with 2 points, 5 rebounds, an assist and 3 turnovers. Not the game that Benedict was hoping for. As there, Dakota Bluye wins the Sportsmanship Award for Whitman. He's getting called out onto the court. And actually, can't hear them. They're just recognizing the Whitman team here.
They bring everybody out.
So I think we're going to wrap it up here. Again, we're going to be back online early tomorrow morning, 8:45 from right where we sit. It'll be myself and Tony Robinson bringing you the Class B1 championship game between the Newark Reds and the Greece Odyssey Leopards. Then, right here on FL1 Radio, it's going to be Dave Barnick and Jerry Anderson live from Victor High School for the Section 5 Class C3 girls title game between the South Seneca Lady Falcons and the Oakfield, Alabama Hornets. Earlier tonight, it was Calmum defeating York 57-46. Again, Calmum will await the winner of CG Finney Lions on Monday night in Newark. I'm not sure where that game Wednesday night will be played, but Calmum, as the higher seeded, more sectional point Class C champion, will await the winner of the Finney Lions game. They won a sectional title tonight in Class C3, 57-46 over York. In our first game, it was Justice Smith just exploding out of the gate, ending up with 30 points and 16 rebounds to lead the Lions over Red Jacket 80-66. And then we went online on FL1 Radio 2 over at Calmum High School as as the Mid-Lakes Screaming Eagles defeated Batavia 75-63. They were down 32-24 at halftime before exploding for 55 points in the second half to win 75-63. So they'll advance to the Class B state play-in game against Class B2 title winners Dansville. No word yet on where that game will be played, but likely Tuesday night.
Yep.
Possibly in Geneva, but haven't heard any final words on that. And again, here are your final score. CG Finney 63, Marcus Whitman 42. Rhett, really enjoyed it tonight. Any final thoughts?
Well, just looking forward to that game on Monday. I think at the end of the night, the two teams that are going to be playing against each other are what we thought. I think we saw a little bit more from Red Jacket than maybe we thought they were going to give Lions, and a good test for Lions going into that game Monday. Finney, their athleticism, showed through tonight. Unfortunately for Marcus Whitman, the great season they had ended in defeat, but kudos to them. Red Jacket for great seasons in the Finger Lakes West. And look forward to great things from them next year as well. Congratulations to Lions and Finney for winning, and Calmum for winning the C1, C2, and C3 championships. And look forward to more games to come in the next few days. I think they got your cot ready in the back here of the suite
Yeah.
for you to get some shut-eye.
We're going to head back to Seneca Falls before catch a few hours of sleep and then head back up here tomorrow morning. But what a great day to kick off championship weekend here. We saw a pair of Wayne Finger Lakes teams capture a sectional title in Lyons and the Mid Lakes Ladies Screaming Eagles. We had two crews across two venues live on two separate streaming channels here on Finger Lakes 1. Tomorrow, everything's going to be on Finger Lakes 1 radio, not our secondary stream. So you'll hear the first game against Newark at 8:45 a.m., followed by Dave Barnick and Jerry Anderson in the second game at 11 a.m. So for my broadcast partner, Rhett Ticconi, for our cameraman, Jeremy Hunt, for the whole crew that was over at Calamum High School tonight, including Jason Hunt, Paul Russo, Dave Barnick, and Jerry Anderson, I'm Jim Sinicropi. Thanks for being with us here on FingerLakes1.com. We'll be back tomorrow with more championship basketball. Have a great night, everybody. And if you're driving home, drive safe. We'll see you tomorrow morning.